about. So don't be afraid to use that, or dragon. Yeah, dragon. Do that thing too. You can switch back and forth. Do the arrow cursor.
If you right click when you have the cursor, it'll also let you change directions.
Oh, that's sick. We want to go here, here, here. Nice, that's pretty cool. So,
like laser tag on the fucking map.
yeah.
Ow! Alright.
No, that's the shortest frag let out I've ever heard.
Are we all here? Is that Tavern I heard?
I am here.
Alright, we all good? Alright.
Yeah.
So far, I'm good.
Alright, well, let's get started, I guess. Oh, jeez, here we go. First session. Alright, well, you start off on this empire a year or so, and potential some type of darkness, rumors of darkness has been creeping back in throughout the cities of Drothawin. You have Estella, a main island for mostly just elves that dwell there, that have been a site for both countries or empires to find and have treaties developed throughout the wars that they've had. They don't normally go anywhere else because it's a middle ground for them. As of right now, though, they've had the treaty for almost 100 years. There's not been a big war since that mark. As you guys find yourselves in the middle of your own tasks and adventures, you guys are walking along in your own path, but there's multiple people. You see farms around. As you look around, there's hills to your left as you're traveling to Vanessa. You see hills to the left, and beyond that, you see forests and thick brush. And then to the right, you see a bunch of farms and smaller, what would normally be villages, but it's a large community of farmers. And as you guys are walking, and there's large crowds walking, there's a lot of commutes on this path that you're all on. All of a sudden you hear screams and people shouting, and all of a sudden you see movement from Evandor. You see it first from where you're at on the path. You see people running up ahead of you, running toward the Vanessa, which is in the distance for you is about a 2-mile distance. From Leo, from your perspective of where you're coming from, you see people kind of moving, but you don't hear the screams quite yet. But you see like some ruckus going on, and you see movement from the distance. Davri and Tradri, you both on your travels have been on the same caravan for days now, not really knowing a lot about the people you're with. You guys are a little bit behind Evandor, and as you guys keep hearing screams and moving closer, you go to look and you see a fight break out, and that's where we're actually going to roll for initiative. I wanted to start off with the battle at the very beginning, so we're going to roll for initiative. And you guys are going to see...
I am rolling my own dice.
No worries. I'm going to get to
Oh,
I don't know if I like that music, but that's all right. All right, so we'll go with it for now. So as you guys can see, I'm going to move you guys a little bit to where you're kind of at. You're not, I don't know if you guys can all see your tokens, but you see people fighting all around, not just in this field, but this is the closest field you guys are in. You see multiple gnolls coming out from some forest area that are nearby the farms, and they start attacking people. And there's probably dozens and dozens that you can see throughout the farms. You see farmers starting to fight back, and the closest ones you see are two people at this house. So yeah, that's where we're at. Let me figure this out real quick. Where you're at? You're probably down here, and you guys would be back here more. So, all right. So rolling for initiative. For those that are new, you guys roll your d20 and add your initiative bonus to it. If you rolled in the chat, Evander, you rolled in the chat.
Yes, I'm 19.
Holy cow!
Did mine roll? It did not. Is it popping up?
I don't.
You rolled 23.
Yeah,
Oh, I just didn't. I didn't scroll down. I thought it was scrolled down.
Oh damn! Wait, how are you doing that?
Look
you-
on your character sheet in Roll20, or you can even do it on D&D Beyond. But there'll be a roll for you.
Okay. I rolled in D&D Beyond. It didn't do anything. I got a 24.
24. Okay.
Ooh.
Jeez, you guys are all rolling high. Tradry, what'd you roll?
13.
13. Okay. No worries. I should have probably rolled these knolls first before we even started.
That means we instantly win, right?
Instantly.
Yep.
All right, so
Sneak
hold on.
attack.
Oh my gosh! For the first one, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, great.
So
What happened to not rolling good?
yeah, I know. Sorry. The second one was a 13, so that's
Been lied to.
sorry. Okay, that's a 10. Okay. All right. Let me just put these all in order real quick. So the order. Does anyone have questions about how battle works for Leo or Treasury? Do you guys understand kind of the basic idea of the order?
Not
Whoever
at all.
rolls highest starts, and so which means Leo, you're going to be the first one to act. It's a turn based, so you get to decide what you want to do. You have your movement speed, which I believe is 30, so you can move, and then or you can use an action and a bonus action throughout your turn. You don't have to use all those up, but you can. You can choose to pretty much do anything. For me, I'm okay with you guys not using an action to pull out a weapon. If you're switching to a different weapon, I would probably say, yeah, you'll need an action, but I'm not going to do that for the first bit. I would. I'm still just about done putting everyone in order.
Oh.
One more second.
Okay, I have to ask the dumb question again. How do you do the arrow
for it.
again? I thought I listened closely, but I didn't.
Left side of your screen on Roll20, you see where you have the mouse cursor, paintbrush,
Yeah.
magnifying glass. Click the ruler, and then just click and drag. Click a point and drag.
Okay,
from it.
cool.
And then if you right click with it dragged, you can change direction while
Okay.
maintaining your distance.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. You also can draw as well. Like if you want to highlight something,
Yeah.
there's a little like paintbrush above it. So like you draw a shape, circle, freehand. So if like you want to point out like something, like I
Right.
want to go to this specific spot and then move to here or something like yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so it's on me.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
Leo is going to analyze and like look shockingly back and forth because he's heard of things like this going on. Fuck, yo. Me, me just gonna step back here in the bushes real quick, and I wait.
Where at? Sorry. And this is a tree over here.
Yeah,
You're gonna hide back behind.
yeah. I'm gonna slide over here to this tree real quick, and
All
I'm
right.
I'm gonna watch what this other farmer's doing.
Okay. As you look at them, you see two gnomes. They're fairly small compared to these creatures.
Is this guy?
Which one? That one? Yep.
Is that the farmer?
Yeah, that's a farmer, and this is a farmer.
Okay.
She.
That one.
This is a female, and that's a male.
All right. That's who I'm looking at.
You can also do something called hold your attack, if you would like to. I don't know exactly. Glitch or Mur, do you guys want to explain how that works real quick?
Ready action.
Ready action. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ready
So
action.
what you'll do is you'll establish a condition. So say anyone that comes within 10 feet of me, I'm gonna attack them. So if anyone walked within 10 feet of you, you would then you would advance and attack them right there. Even though you don't want to, you may not want to advance 30 feet up to put yourself in danger of being surrounded, but you just want to set up something to where if someone gets close to you, or say you want, if my ally takes damage, I will then cast a heal on them, type stuff. You just set a condition, and if that condition's fulfilled, the action triggers.
Got you.
You can hold an arrow at the ready or something if you choose to, but you don't have to. So,
Because Leo has a strong attachment to seeing women in danger, so I want him at the ready that if anyone with his short bow that he has equipped, I want him at the ready with his short bow to attack anyone who may come at this woman in front of him.
sounds good. All right, so that's Leo Davry. You're up.
I think. Do we have control over our guys, or is it you?
You do. If there's tough terrain, I'll let you know. But for the most part, going over the fence, I'm just gonna say it's an extra 5 feet of movement to get over the fence. It's not a very tall fence.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have control over.
This post that's like right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come up to that. Wait, I gotta fucking switch to that. I'm gonna come up to that and try and take a crack shot at this guy.
Okay, the one with the bow. You see
Yeah.
that he has a bow in his hand. Okay, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Crack shot. What's the distance on that?
90 feet.
Okay. What's your distance?
80 to 320.
Okay, so if it's you, don't you roll with the disadvantage if it's over 80? Is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can do that. It'll take, or you can move up a little bit further, and that crop that you're going into is really low, so you have really good visibility.
Are you talking? This whole section is low.
Yeah,
so I'm looking down into it.
Yeah, you're looking down. This is all like pretty much just fresh planted field.
If I'm towering over like this whole section, wouldn't that mean I kind of have like an advantage because I'm aiming down at them?
It's out of range as well.
But yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's but you can move if you move up 10 more feet, you'll be in range. It won't be disadvantage.
All right, let's give it. Why not? All right, so I'm gonna have that's
right there.
There. All right, now I'm gonna take a crack shot at it. Let's
All right,
go with boom.
So Here's one thing I forgot to tell. I don't know why it does this, but it rolls advantage all the time.
You can change it to do it. I usually just leave it and run with the left number.
Left one. That's what I was thinking too. Either way, it hits. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Click short bow glitch.
9. Holy shit. Okay.
You can also set it so it'll just auto roll your damage for you.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. So as you fling your arrow at him, you hit him in the arm, and it pushes him back, and he just stumbles a little bit. Nice hit. All right. Well, since you shot him, it's his go. Let me just take his health down real quick. All right. So he's gonna go ahead, and he was looking at the farmer, but since you shot him, he looks up and tries to get an eye on you to see who you are and what you're doing. Oh, he doesn't have a bow. No, he does have a long bow. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's gonna shoot an arrow at you. Oh, that's probably not that good. 10.
It's armor class, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, armor
16.
class, yeah. 16, yeah. So as he gets shot back, he misses his shot. He doesn't get the full length of the pullback, the draw, and so his arrow just goes wide. He misses. After that, he's going to move back just a little bit to get a little bit more cover behind his fellow companion, and I don't believe they've got bonus attack, so it's Evandor, it's your move. You go.
Okay. Pull this up, check our range. Spell 60 feet.
GM, are you okay? Now it's acting. Okay.
Oh, where'd the music go? Do you guys hear the music still?
No, I think it ended.
Yeah, I think the music ended.
Let me try a different one.
There we go.
Huh.
There we go. All right. I didn't see what you did, but did you move your character up?
Yeah, I moved myself forward,
Perfect.
but
Sounds good.
I think I'm gonna go one more up. And then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on this one right here.
Okay.
That's
one thing real
bad
quick.
roll.
I didn't even see a roll. Yeah, no, that's oh wait, do I have to roll a dexterity save?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a bad roll damage wise.
Gotcha. Where's I'm looking for their dex save.
13 is what you gotta meet.
Oh, I gotta beat that.
Yeah. Slow.
Yeah, no, it definitely hits. He definitely takes full. What was it? Was full damage of 2?
Full damage of 2. If he saved, it's no damage.
Okay.
So go send a little bolt of white hot fire at him, and that's all I got.
Sounds good. All right.
That's all I got.
He gets a little upset. He's gonna go ahead and now move because he just took some damage. Not liking it. He's angry. He's gonna move up and attack the farmer gal.
Leo's gonna let off a painful no.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you see him going for the attack, you're holding your attack, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can go ahead and roll for attack.
And I just click where it says short bow.
Yes.
On the attack.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
I rolled 10 plus 6 for 16.
16.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Yep.
All right, so then I roll for damage.
Correct. And it'll tell you like a 1d6 or 1d8, 1d4 something plus, and
So-
then you add whatever it is.
So that's 2 plus 4 for 6 piercing damage.
All right. As your arrow glides into him, it hits him right between the shoulder and the neck, and he is not looking good. Blood starts pouring out of his shoulder.
Yeah, he don't want no parts of this.
Yeah, so he gets angry, getting attacked twice in a row. Now he's gonna go for the damage on the lady. Ooh, that sucks for her.
Oh,
I'm just
A
taking
bunch of
best. Yeah.
dice dropping.
So he swings with the spear. No, sorry, he's going for a bite attack. And so he goes for the bite attack. Goes for the attack, and now he hits. It's gonna take and bite her in the arm and push her and throw her about, moving her just back a little bit. Not enough for 5 feet though. Let me write that down real quick. All right. This guy, it's his turn now. He's going to start moving up. He's not happy. So he gets angry. He gives up to this guy, the closest person he can get to. And he's going to go ahead and attack this farmer with the spear. I'm pretty sure that does not hit. No, it doesn't. All right, so as he does that, he gets angry. He misses, and Tridra, you're going to be up now.
Okay. I think so I have to ask a couple questions because I don't know stuff. But how far can I move each time?
So your character will tell you on the sheet. I can look real quick if you want.
I was looking up. Yeah, I just didn't see that. Oh, is it the?
It's most of the time it's between 30 and 35. I think you're going to be 35, being
Okay.
let it load. It's actually 30 feet. So
Tradry's just gonna walk up to the fence here somewhere, here-ish. Probably here.
okay. Do you want me to move them for you?
There we go.
Move the point thing. You have to switch it back to the
arrow.
cursor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. You can.
Do I have any spells prepared? Like, I don't know. Do I have to prepare them in advance?
You would have had time to prepare for something. So whatever you had prepared to start off with is probably what you would have. You do have your cantrips.
Yeah.
You do. Looks like you have your gust and your true strike for 30 feet. Message, which isn't an attack, is 120 feet. But everything else is pretty close in range. So you'd have to get closer.
Can I call for my familiar?
Yeah, you can.
What? Okay. What does that do?
So put your familiar on the map somewhere, and I didn't even think about it. I don't have your familiar. I'll have to get a token for your familiar. So for now, we'll just do.
And my familiar only has. Is that what is the? It says range 10 feet. Is that?
You can
summons 10
that's where it summons.
That's what it summons, but it can
but
move.
your familiar has. Yeah.
Has its own movement.
Yeah, it has its own.
Okay.
It's a small creature, so as you guys see, if you are looking, Treachery moves up to the fence and summons, and all of a sudden you see this butterfly just appear. Where do you want your butterfly? I'm trying to think of. We're
it
just
has to spawn within 10 of me, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do a wizard for now, just to.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, just right there's
can
fine.
I do a small? No, I can't even. 10 feet? Is that okay?
Yep.
We'll get a new wizard or butterfly for you.
All right.
All right. So your butterfly find familiar is out.
And can it move now, or like how, or is that my turn? Sorry guys, I suck at all this. I'm learning.
No,
Hey,
it's good.
you're
It's a
good.
good question.
We all start there. Trust me.
Yeah. So when you summon it, I believe, is that a bonus action or is that an action?
I think casting it's a full action.
Okay.
I'd have
Well,
to look at the spell.
you would already have it casted because it's a ritual. But I'm looking at it and I don't see components 1 hour. I don't think it. We'll just.
So, 1 hour cast, he would not be able to do in combat.
But he would. But so he already had the familiar. It like stays with. Okay, so it's not a. So Lance, it's not a.
Okay.
It's not that you casted it. It's that you released her from. So she's still with you because you've had her with you traveling. Does that make sense?
If that works.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You would have had her or him
In the pocket dimension.
in your exactly in the pocket of dimension or in your pocket or near you. So you just like you command it to go somewhere.
Yeah. How far can it fly?
That's a good question. Well, giant butterflies can move this far.
What far?
I'm looking for the right one. Movement speed is 5 feet for walking, or flying is 30 feet, so it can move pretty far.
I would ask it to fly kind of high. I'd ask it to fly up a bit and then kind of out this direction. I'm not sure however far it can, but
if you want to go up 5 feet, you could go here, then up
25,
5 feet
yeah.
for movement. So
and then how do I? And I don't know if I can do this now or not, but is there a way that I can? Wasn't there a thing with the familiar where you can kind of sense, like, see through them?
yeah, so if you don't have any senses, but yeah, you then can take. Did I really get rid of your D&D Beyond sheet I was looking at? I believe you can see through it and hear through their senses.
So I would want to do that just so I can get an idea of what's happening.
Okay, so you're getting an air view of what's going on.
Yeah.
Over there. Okay. All right. Let me just go back to your cantrip real quick so I can have that up.
I don't think there's anything else I can do since I'm so far away.
As an action, so this does take your action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has. During this time, you are deaf and blind while regard to your own senses. So you are able to hear and see through your familiar. All right, so that leaves it's now this guy's turn. He's gonna start moving into 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna go here. And he's gonna go ahead and try to take a bite mark on this gentleman, the farmer. And it definitely does hit. Okay. All right. As you guys see this going on, you hear him yelling for help and screaming, trying to get someone's attention to help him and his wife out of trouble. You see her struggling with this gentleman, and she's going to go ahead and try to swing at him with her sword that she's got out, and horribly misses.
Are you calling these scary dudes gentlemen?
Knolls, whatever. No, the as she swings, she's petrified and nervous. You can, Leo, you can sense that she's very fearful right now, and as you see her swinging just wildly, trying to hit whatever she can, she misses. The gentleman as well, having 2 gnolls on him, because he goes to swing as well, and I need to see his. He does hit. He hits the one on the left of him, the one he's engaged with. One. That's two. All right. As you see, he does make contact with him. Still struggling to fight off that bite. Leo, you are on deck. Davri, you're going to be up next.
Okay.
Leo, what would you like to do?
Leo is real distraught because he just saw this thing just bite into this woman's arm, and he sees the pain in her, so he's bugging out. He's bugging out real bad right now. No, man, no. So he's gonna load up. He's gonna take 2 steps. Let's get 2 steps forward, and as he's doing that, he's drawing his bow back again as he's stepping forward, and he's gonna take another shot at homeboy right here.
Good.
Let me go ahead and roll for that. Oh, that was 15.
15 plus.
It was 9 plus 6.
Plus 6? All right.
Yes,
Yeah, that
15.
definitely hits.
All right, that hits. So roll for damage. Oh, damn. That's 1 plus 4, so 5.
Okay. So just so you guys know, when you get to the point where he's low, I will ask, like Matt Mercer does, how would you like to do this? And that means you get to decide on how he dies with the weapon that you chose to do it. So, Leo, how would you like to do this?
Leo's gonna pull back his bow to his full extent, screaming out, "No, man, no!" He's gonna let that arrow go, and it's gonna fly beautifully right into the pupils of that creature. And as it goes out the back of his head, Leo's gonna keep charging towards the woman to hopefully catch her and embrace her before, she does too much damage swinging that sword crazy like she is.
Sounds good. Nice. All right. Davri, you're on deck.
How is this guy looking?
He looks all right. He doesn't look too beat up.
I'm gonna go target this dude right here.
All right.
I'm gonna pull another shot at him.
Sounds good. 20?
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
8 piercing.
Jeez. All right.
I built my
Yeah.
dude good.
Yeah, no, well, as you hit him, you definitely hit him, and it goes between his armpit and shoulder, like goes out to through his side, so you can see it piercing through. Because he's not facing you; he's like sideways to you, so it's going
Nice.
out toward his chest, through his armpit.
I blew out his
From
chest
his armpit to his
cavity.
chest. Yeah, he's not looking good at all. As you shoot your arrow, the gentleman that you shot at first is not happy with your very good accuracy, so he's going to aim his bow at you, Davri. And 13.
Nope.
Damn. All right, he gets angry. As he gets angry, You hear him just like grumbling. You can hear him like getting upset, snarling, and just hashing out. Evander, you are up.
All right, I am going to cast Sacred Flame on this one.
All right, roll for attack.
Yep. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
got
I gotta.
a dex save.
I forget about that. Dex is no. He rolled a 12. No.
Sweet. So that's going to be 7 radiant damage.
How would you like to do this?
All right. So I'm gonna the little sun pin clasp that holds my like cloak together. I'm gonna touch that, and from it is just gonna be like a ball of light is gonna kind of like attach to my fingers. And I'm just gonna yeet at him, and as soon as it makes contact with him, it's gonna burst into a white fire.
Oh, as you guys see this like brightness just illuminating from Evander over to your left side and Leo to your right side, you guys look at where it goes to and you see the knoll just like burst into flames and lights up and he just drops. Yeah, he's gone. Oh shit. All right, well that's 2. Good job, guys. Okay. All right, so this Null now is a little scared. I'm gonna get him off the. All right, so this guy's up. He's going to go ahead and still go for a bite again against the gnome farmer, and that is a hit. Oh shoot, that's a bummer. Okay, and as you see him bite into him, you see this agonizing pain from the guy as he drops his sword. Why won't it let me do that? There we go. All right. So he's not looking too good. You see the gnome just bleeding everywhere with bites coming off of him, bite marks and slashes. Tradri, you are. Wait. Yeah, Tradri, you're up. You're up. Sorry.
Okay. More questions.
Go for it.
So I'm just looking at the different things that I have. So when in the range, like when it says range 20/60, I can't remember what those two numbers are.
So the 20 is within range, and then the second number you can still do that, but it's at a disadvantage
I see.
because it's a harder shot for you.
Okay. I feel like Tradri is pretty weak. But that's because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see. I think she's like the farthest away.
Mm-hmm.
Move up.
Yeah, I think she's gonna run along this fence line
Okay.
and move to, let's see. So 25 there, and then
25 would be here.
30
I
there.
would say 25 is here.
yeah.
You get there. Yeah. If you're going around the fence.
And
that
does
means
her
you
familiar
broke-
move as well, or
You can move her familiar, but you broke contact, so you don't see through your familiar anymore or hear.
Okay.
You're hearing your own senses come back to you.
right?
So, but yeah, you can command your familiar to move.
I just have the familiar come back to me, probably.
Okay. Right next to you.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you want to hold action or anything, or you good?
They're really far. I don't know.
You could throw. Oh no, I don't know if
They're
you can hit
just
that dagger.
yeah, they're just out of range for a dagger.
I would say, well, they're just in range. I think.
Just barely.
Yeah, because you're. I think it's not the square. Yeah, no, you're within range. You're barely within, but with a disadvantage. So you could throw a dagger, but you'd have to roll 2 20s and take the lower of the two.
I mean, I'll try it. Why not, right? Do I lose the dagger or?
You'll have to find out.
Yeah. But that guy's getting pretty beat up, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna just try it.
You hear loud screams of him in agonizing pain.
Okay, I'll try it.
Okay.
So I got to roll 2 d20s.
Yeah, yep.
I got 2 here.
Perfect.
Oh, that's super awesome. Okay, and then what do I add to it?
You take your lesser of the 2, and then you add 5 to it, according to.
So watch out. This one's huge. 8.
8 plus
rolled a
5
3.
is 13.
No, I rolled
it.
I rolled a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3?
So it's 8.
Oh. As you throw the dagger, and it doesn't quite make it as far as you would hope, but you hear it land like somewhere in the dirt right around here.
Right. Okay.
As it slips out of your hand.
Okay.
All right. So as you throw it, the female gnome is freaking out as she sees that the first gnoll that is attacking her dies. She runs back and jumps over for cover and just starts to try to hide and just get to cover. She's very scared at the moment. The gentleman here, as hurt as he can, he has to bend over to pick up the sword. He's got to go ahead and try to, as he stand up, roll, and he's going to try to swing, at least hitting the gnoll. And does not hit. He's too weak as he tries to pick up, and the motion just, he can't get enough strength in it. Leo, you're on deck. Davri, you're going to be next. I can't hear Leo. Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I had thought I pushed my thing. I'm sorry.
No worries.
The guy is really badly hurt, but I have to ask a question, and don't nobody judge me. What is he? Is that a human? Is that an elf?
They're both gnomes.
Oh, they're both gnomes?
Yep, both gnomes.
Including the little lady? The little lady that's a gnome too?
Yep, both of them.
Oh, bro, I'm tripping. I'm thinking you calling them gnomes because of the tokens. They're really gnomes. Damn, I forgot that was even. I'm sorry.
You know, so the two farmers are gnomes, and then the monsters are gnolls.
The monsters are gnolls. Gnolls.
Yeah. So this is a gnoll.
Do we have a quick time? What is a gnoll?
It kind of looks like a hyena slash.
Do you ever play World of Warcraft?
Never, bro. Just treat me like I never seen it. I'm honestly no. I mean, I know about Uber WoW, but I've never played it.
That was my connection. I was just gonna tell you, think of Hogger.
Hogger, no, because the Hogger I'm thinking about, that's a different cartoon. All right. I got a good picture. I zoomed in up on it.
I'm gonna send you a link of them too. So
no. I got it. I pulled it up in front of me. That's a gnarly looking person. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Leo's a little perturbed about what's going on. Leo never killed nothing before, so he's a little shaken up right now. He's kind of shocked at what he was just able to do. So he's as he's trying to knot his next bow, he's shaking. His hands aren't really settling for him to put this next bow on, but he's going to take this shot to try to save this gnome.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for attack.
That's going to be 24 to hit.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
That's another 5 for piercing damage.
All right. How do you want to do this to this guy?
as he's roaring and snarling at the gnome, Leo's gonna let loose that bow, and it's just gonna fly beautifully through the air as the feathers whistle through the wind, right through his throat and out the back of his skull.
Okay. You guys hear a whistling sound as the arrow you don't even see the arrow, you just see the end result of where it landed, right between his throat and out the back of his neck, as the knoll just looks limp and falls to the ground.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, Davry, you are on deck. Unless you want to move, Leo, or
I'm gonna go.
Can I move towards the small gnome lady?
yeah, right next to her.
Yes, please. So, like I'm trying to comfort her.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Davry. What'd you say?
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna go for this dude and try and finish
Alright.
him off.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
Oh shit. How do you want to do this?
Fucking staple his body to a tree.
Yeah,
Like, straight up, just staple it.
as your arrow goes flying through, it pushes him back far enough to hit this tree right here, and it just gets him. And same as the other knoll, right through the neck, up against the tree and into the tree. And as you guys see this happen, let me get to the music so we're not in battle music anymore. All right, so that gets us out of the fight scene. So now we're not in turn-based anymore. You guys are free to move around. As you guys see gnolls on the field of their harvest, their farm field, you see blood, and you see the gnome gentleman fall to his knees and just in a lot of pain and weak. As you look to other fields that you've been walking through, you see several finishing up battles of gnolls dying and farmers and gnolls alike dead on the ground. It seems as if like dozens and dozens have been killed throughout the farm village that you are walking through.
I would like to walk up to the farmer that was injured in our field, and I want to do like a medicine check or something to try and, bandage him up, stabilize his injuries. Give it the old college try. That's 22. Apparently, I'm really good at that.
22. So
College didn't need.
So basically, I'm just taking like cloth from my bag.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Keeping him from bleeding out.
Yeah. So you do really well at that. And as you hold him, you pick him up, and he doesn't have the strength to stand on his own. So you're holding him up at this point, and he's light enough for you to do so. And as you start wrapping up bandages and kind of like a tourniquet style, cutting off the circulation so it doesn't bleed out, you see him kind of look at you with a thankful thanks. I don't know what we would have done without you guys coming along. He starts looking around for his wife.
We were simply at the right place at the right time.
Leo's gonna kneel down to the gnome lady and ask her if she needs any help.
Okay, this is gonna be she's petrified at this point. It's like she's not
No,
saying
come on,
anything.
go. I want to hear this.
No, she is so petrified right now. The only thing you hear her say is, oh, my kids are inside. She's just struggling to keep her composure at this point.
All right.
She starts heading indoor in the door, but turns around and kind of bows to you, giving you a grateful thanks.
Okay, all right. And then I nod at her, and then I'm gonna go search the first gnoll I killed. I'm gonna go search him.
Okay.
In them pockets. Give me everything you got, man. What you got, man? What you got?
While he's searching, I'm going to carry this one gnome help him to the house.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll Leo for investigation. Would that be, or perception?
Perception
probably-
is like general awareness of
Yeah.
a room. Investigation is looking specifically.
Yeah, let's do investigation. So,
All right. 14 plus 3, so for 17.
nice. Okay, I'll get back to you. Davry and Tradry, what are you guys up to?
I'm looking for two things. One, loot.
Okay,
So I'm doing the same thing as Leo. But
sounds good.
is this food edible that they're growing?
It is not quite to the point of harvest. No, they're just checking on it, and it's not even close. It's not. You notice that it's a type of kind of like watermelon sense of fruit that's supposed to be growing up, but it's not even there yet. It's just beginning to sprout. So no food.
Damn, no free food. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I want to loot bodies.
Okay.
And Tradry's going to be searching around where she thinks the dagger fell last. She's trying to find her dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation for me, both of you. Leo, as you're digging into the knoll that you first killed, you find an arrow that you shot. You can pick that back up, and you find some loose trinkets. It looks like some type of cup in a sense. It's nothing spectacular. It just looks like a metal cup that he maybe picked up and used for scooping water, and some clothing. Not too much on this guy.
What do I get?
Oh yeah, no. So, which one are you looking at? Are you looking at the first one that you came to?
The
Or-
guy whose chest cavity I blew apart.
That was the one that kind of
Yeah,
blew
right
up in
there.
flames. So as you go to
Oh,
look,
that was the one that blew up in flames?
yeah. So
Oh, shit.
so there's
All
that
right.
one, or the next one. There's another one right next to him. You could go look at. As you walk up, you see the burnt pile, a burning, not a pile of burnt, but like you see a pile of not quite ashes yet, but the body is burning, and it's still smoking and on fire in the field. But as you pass it and you start looting the other body, you do see an arrow that's sticking out. It doesn't look familiar to your arrow that you can snatch up. You do find one copper piece in his pockets.
Take.
Yep.
Do I notice anything specific about the arrow?
I need to test my voice.
Or can I check
Leo-
to see, like,
Leo,
if I-
do you have like a
Okay.
distinct thing about your arrows, or your arrows just kind of like normal? Just maybe like not distinct, like it's more so like different terrain, different maker in a sense. It's nothing spectacular, I would say. No engravings on it. It just doesn't look like an arrow that you've brought with you. So but it still would be an arrow that you could use in a sense. Tradry, what'd you roll for investigation?
It was 19. It was 14 plus the investigation, right? Is that what I do?
Mm-hmm.
So 19 total.
Yeah, so after a bit, you would definitely find your dagger as you're crawling around in the dirt.
Okay.
As you're all searching, the gnome looks up at you and Vandor, and I don't have much to give for thanks, but is there anything we can do for you and your group? Are you even a group? You guys came from out of nowhere. Okay. So wait, you want what? I don't know what you're saying. He just keeps hobbling with you to the house. Well, if there's, I don't know, someone should alert the Empire. I don't know if you guys would be willing to do that, but someone has to go spread the news. I don't think my wife and I should travel. Go ahead and let's see. Roll perception as you're investigating something. They are pretty close to you, so I'd say most likely yeah. But I want to see you roll for it.
I rolled a 7.
Like if there's anything he can do, but after that you kind of got distracted with digging further into the pockets of the knoll to see if there's something, at least something in there.
What about that guy stapled on the tree?
Yeah, you can go and-
Wait, never mind. That's not important. Do I recognize the old gentleman across the field?
the one that's being helped by Vandor.
No. There's an old man across the field, right? So there's a woman looking at some fruit. There's a man helping the gnome, and then there's an older gentleman in the field. Do I recognize him?
Wait, I'm confused on where these people are.
I think his has got him on the old map. He may need to refresh.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh.
Yeah, that's why I was confused too. I'm looking around like, what?
I was so there's you see when you look around, you see a small halfling gentleman digging into the knolls and searching like you are. As you look a little bit further into the field, you see an elf on the ground, kind of like padding around looking for a dagger, with a butterfly that's kind of hovering over the elf. And then you also notice that the gentleman helping the gnome back to the house. There's no one, you don't recognize anyone. You have seen the gnome before throughout being around this place in this area, but you don't recognize him as someone who you know, like you just know of.
Okay, got you. So I'm gonna just go about my business and keep running through homeboy pockets.
Okay, so you want to move to the next?
Yeah, to the one on the tree.
Okay.
Do you guys still
Roll
see
for
the map?
investigation.
What's that?
Do you guys still see the map? I just see a picture.
There should be a picture. You guys should see a picture now.
Just a picture of a farm?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That's a nice picture. It's common.
Thanks.
And you
I'm
said
ready
it was the gnome I'm helping that was asking to alert the Empire?
Correct. Yeah. He was asking if
yeah.
you guys would, if your group would be willing to at least go to the town and alert what had happened, report it.
I tell him that I would be more than happy to. I'm heading that way anyway.
Oh. Well, thanks. I'm gonna make sure my family's good and then just probably sleep this off. As you guys notice, it was a full day travel that you guys were on, so it is getting dark out. And so the gnome looks back at you. I know it's only a mile or two, but if you guys need to stay here, you're welcome to for the night and then go in the morning, or if you can make it tonight, it'd probably be better for the haste of the situation, the importance of it. It's your choice, but you're welcome to stay if you need.
Yeah. Be game.
I can't speak for the others. I do not know them all that well, but gnolls are never a good sign. I think I may try to press on to alert those in
Yeah.
need.
I understand. As he hobbles up the steps into his house, he turns and bows his head and thanks again, and then shuts the door. Are you, Leo? Are you the only one that you see Leo Davry going over to the knoll that you shot up against the tree? After you saw him investigating the other body, looking for stuff. Leo, as you start heading toward that knoll, go ahead and roll for an investigation on that, gentleman.
Alrighty. 18 plus 3 for 21.
Nice. As you, oh, by the way, actually, when you guys search them, you also find their weapons as well. If you would like to take their weapons, I can explain what weapons they had. Leo, as you search this gentleman, you see a longbow and a couple of arrows. You see that his clothing that he's wearing compared to the other gnolls is a little bit more stylish, with a little bit more color to it. He does have 2 gold pieces on him as well that you find.
Oh man, yes man, come up man, yes.
Davry, you would also see a spear on the gentleman, or a javelin, I guess, in a sense, on the one gnoll you did find. If you wanted to take it or not.
No, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. All right. Well, the scene is yours. The gnomes are safely inside and rescued. You guys don't seem to have taken much damage or beaten up as much as I thought you were, because, yeah.
We rolled real good.
Yeah. The scene is yours.
Oh yeah, my dagger was the star of the piece. We would not have survived.
Do I see this person still just like crawling around in the mud looking for something?
Yeah, you would. As you turned, you would see this person finally like sit up on the knees and like find the dagger and brush it off and stand up. You would see the last bit of it. Not too long.
Okay, I'm finally like looking around. I was more focused on the gnome than whatever was happening. I'm looking around, taking stock. I guess hail and well met, travelers.
Leo puts the 2 golds in his coin purse and turns around, hearing a voice. Huh?
I'm just kind of mumbling to myself, looking at what stuff is in the area.
Leo's gonna walk up to Evander.
Yes.
Gonna walk up to Evander. Man, what the old man say?
He asked if we could warn the Empire at the next village over, and was it the next village over? I can't remember exactly where.
Vennest, the capital.
Okay, go to the capital.
You're just outside of it in the farming district of the capital.
Okay, yeah. So, he asked if we could go alert the capital about the attacks.
Are you from Round Pots?
I am from. I've been in this land for a little while now. I've been staying up in Edinburgh for a while before I decided to travel to the capital.
Me see.
Right.
It gets kind of, how you say it, dangerous in these pots around here.
That it does.
You can tag along. Me no want to be extra baggage, if you don't mind.
Oh no, not at all. Traveling companions are always a joyous thing.
You seem a little bit too eager to go about this.
I have faith I can handle myself.
Oh my god!
Okay. Me wants to watch. He wants to watch.
I think Tradry would be moving toward them, but tentatively.
Okay. You guys see the elf cautiously and tentatively walking toward you and approaching. Davry, were you asking about what you see in locations around you? I didn't.
No, I'm just kind of like looking around at like random objects, what they are, see if I recognize anything.
You don't recognize anything as a sense of you've been here before, but you do recognize like a farm. There's a barn out on the side, and you see some animals that are in the pens. You do notice that it is getting darker and darker as you guys have been going through the battle. You do see people starting to kind of finish up looting or picking up corpses and weapons from the battles that they were in alongside your field.
I say either we move or we sleep.
I think it'd be better to warn people about these attacks than sleeping and risking them returning during the night.
So we move.
We move.
Taradri, you hear them talking about heading out. Davri, as you look back toward the kind of wagon and group that you were going with, the wagon is now no longer there. The people had either ran in fear or just completely ditched the entire scene. As you probably would have both known, you and Tradri, you would have known them as not very courageous type people throughout the days of traveling with them. They are no longer around. So, Tradri, do you follow them?
Yeah, I think first I'd probably put my hand out so the butterfly could come and I could gather the butterfly, and then I think Tradri would tentatively start to follow, almost apprehensively waiting for them to shoo her away, but she's gonna follow, and if they're not gonna shoo her away, she's gonna try to stay close.
All right. As you guys start traveling toward the capital, you notice some other people start getting back on the trail as well. You hear a few of them mentioning like, we should stay close. Who knows what's gonna happen? And so they start kind of like grouping up into groups as you guys continue walking. It's from the distance, it's a couple miles, but as long as you guys are staying together, there's not really any harm or danger after this, even though you guys might seem a little on edge from the fight. As you get closer and closer, you see some Imperial guards, Droth guards, standing out, guarding or walking on patrol around the Great Walls of Venesta. And as you walk in, the city is, but you guys arrive to the gate and with no issue at all, so you're there.
I'm gonna ask one of the guards if they have a captain nearby or commander. I can. The villages were, the farming area. The farms were recently attacked, and
As he approaches, Leo's gonna flip his hood up and just hang in the back as he talks to the guards.
As you look over, you see a dwarf and a draconic. Draconic? Did I just say that wrong? Wow. You see them standing there, standing, not patrolling. This is more of the ones who make sure people are coming in and out safely. As you approach, how can we help you?
Yes. There was, as I was traveling on my way here, your farms of the district, they came under attack by gnolls, and my traveling companions, I had aided a farmer and his wife and defending their farm. They were injured, but they survived, and they asked if we could deliver a message to have about the increase in danger in the area.
Oh, farmer's weak again. All right. We'll handle it. Yes. And who are you?
I am Evander of Elversalt. I'm traveling out of what is this place's name? Edinburgh, I think.
Yes, Edinburgh. That's a long travel. And your companions?
We actually just came across each other at the farm. I do not know everyone's names. Unfortunately, you're free to ask them.
He looks over at Tradry. Tradry.
That's a difficult name.
Trudgery. So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, what's your business?
I'm just traveling.
From where?
A small village. I'm sure you haven't heard of it.
Looks over at Davry. And you? What's your business? Davry? Uh-oh.
Davry died.
Davry.
Oh, I thought, oh shit, I'm sorry, I was mumbling out looking at other stuff. Well, I'm just out here traveling, just, trying to get away from certain stuff, I was out doing other things too. And, no, I'm not drunk, I'm perfectly sober, I don't drink, I like going on and doing stuff.
Leave.
Well, you asked me a question. I'm trying to, answer your question.
He pushes you aside. And move along, or else I'll have you all trespassing in this area. Get out. Go. He doesn't seem too friendly. He's been on a long. It looks like he's tired and grumpy, maybe a little hangry. I mean, he's a big. He's not a friendly looking guy, so he starts ignoring you at that point. You see him starting to talk to other guards about and as you walk away, hear him talk about the fights and whatnot that occurred, the rumors that people have been bringing in. You don't sense an urgency in it though from him.
Like I do, or somebody else does, or like the group.
You as a group, as you're walking away, you don't, if you're paying attention, you just don't sense the urgency and this gentleman's wording to the other guards.
Okay.
The town is your guys's if you guys so choose to do go places. It is nighttime, so
probably not many stores open.
Yeah.
There'd be some taverns and some places, pubs and whatnot. There's not too many shops that would be open. There might be, if you look long enough, there might be one for like food. Not a tavern or a pub, but I mean you can get food there too. So it's but yeah, the town is your guys's if you guys so choose to stay together. If you guys have plans.
I want to go find a pub because I need one item.
Okay. Well, was that you, Evander?
No, it's
Davry. So as you guys see Davry start kind of heading, and the streets are pretty empty, so you see him walking away, but looking, and you see him start walking away.
Hold on. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm going out in the pub because, I need to get one specific thing before we really get anything. You going?
No, me's know the perfect spot for you. Me knows the perfect spot. Let's go to the Wandering Goat. Let's go to the Wandering Goat. You'll love it. You'll love it.
I want to go to the place. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
You see Leo kind of hold the shoulder of the halfling and start gesturing him toward a direction in the town, more on the southern side of the town. Do you guys follow?
I think I will. I'm gonna look to see because Tragedy.
Yeah.
Since they've just been so like quiet and like I guess still like hanging back a little bit, I'm gonna look to see if they're like accompanying as well. Figure out what's
Tradri is following.
yeah, since they've just been kind of like
To
because this
themselves.
person keeping to themselves a little bit back. I'm just gonna kind of
Gotcha.
see if like following maliciously or
Gotcha. Tradri,
following.
what are you doing?
So it's interesting for him to say that. Okay. So, hey, what you barking about? Sorry, I gotta yell at my cute puppy.
Give him a treat.
Yeah, he had a treat. It was called my USB cable. He just bit into. So Tradri is she's following the two as they move off.
Okay.
Yeah, she would be following. I can't quite. There's something more there, but yeah.
Gotcha. So
She's kind of she's following, but she's kind
Timidly.
of and she seems a little bit she seems like she's like thinking more, searching for something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep following them. there's this person following us that's kind of like off to themselves. So
for those that aren't used to
Okay.
bigger cities, which is only a few of you.
Sorry, can
Go
I?
ahead. Yeah.
So, do you start following kind of just right after she starts moving?
no, I was kind of like already following, but I pop an eye back and look to see what's happening.
Okay.
See if the person that's kind of like been sticking with us so far is still.
How close are you to them, Tredry?
So,
Are you following pretty
after the
close, or you-
conversation that the two had, that was Leo and Davry, right?
Mhm.
So Tradri's fallen. She's following, within a really pretty closely, but she's moving closer to Evander.
Okay, so you're staying close to Evander
Yeah.
more so than them, but still following them. Okay.
Right.
So you notice that she's kind of that Tradri is kind of like grown attached to Evander. So Tradri is more so closer to you, but still following suit in the form. I would say you would notice that Tradri is, even though you see that they're thinking and looking for something in a sense, you also notice that they're not used to their surroundings in a sense. They look kind of lost almost, but not lost. I don't know if that makes sense. But as you continue following Davry and Leo directing in a chipper mood, all excited, you eventually come to the Wandering Goat Tavern. And as you walk up, the doors are lively. You hear music, you hear laughter. You go in, and it's pretty busy at this time. Not too difficult to find some seating for the four of you, if you so choose. But you guys see a couple spots at the bar, at the stools. You can sit at the front, or you can potentially find a table, not secluded, but somewhere at least together or separately, if you so choose as well.
Yes, man. Let's sit right here. This is a good seat. You okay with this?
Oh yeah, I like this. See,
I don't like that.
Where do you guys want to sit? Do you want to try to sit at the bar, or
I want a table, round table.
round table? Okay. You don't. It doesn't take too long to find a round table that has five seats on it. So as you, Davri and Leo, you go to, sit down. Evandor and Tradri, do you guys follow suit?
I do a little cocky chair spin and sit with my my legs open and the back of the chair in between my legs.
You do a Will Riker.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
that.
Yeah, I think I'll join them at the table.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, and Tradri's kind of. She's kind of. Yeah, she'd be right there.
All right. As you go to sit down, Tradri kind of slowly coming forward and sitting down. You see a couple bartenders working pretty hastily, trying to keep up with the orders, and you see a waiter, that's running back and forth, trying to deliver food and taking orders for people that are sitting out on the tables. It's pretty busy. The waiter finally eventually gets to you. Well, hi. How's it going tonight?
Yes, gorgeous. Yes. Let me.
Is that
Get-
you, Leo? I see you. I see you brought some cuties here tonight.
Yeah.
You recognize the person because you've been here before a few times. This is Rogar. As you notice, he's just human. Dresses all nice and colorful and very seemingly outgoing.
Yes. Me's brought you some friends to play with. I want you to have fun. They love fun, especially this one. This old man right here, he loves so much fun.
Oh, he's a cutie pie.
Yes. Around the drinks for everybody. I'm feeling real generous.
As you start to notice, he has brought you to a mainly male audience of the town kind of tavern. As you see that their guys are just going around, and all of a sudden, pretty fast, someone else comes up and sets a drink on your guys' table and hands Evandor. You get a drink, a big, huge, a mega pint of ale from a waiter who winks and points from another person in the corner. You see a gentleman, a half elf that's sitting back there that just winks at you.
I'm going to raise my drink and a toast to him and take a sip.
All right, he does the same back to you.
Leo's just gonna sit there with the cheesiest grin as everybody's getting getting flirted with by the men around.
Do you want your normal, Leo? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
All right. What can I get for you all? I see you got yours. He looks over at Evandor and just taps your shoulder with a little bit of a flirtatious tap.
Oh, loud. Yeah, I'm chilling with this.
All right. What about you two?
So give him the same thing I'm having. Give him the same thing I'm having.
All right.
I don't really drink too much water, but you know what? This was really cool.
I see he's been partying already.
You can do this one thing.
And for you,
Oh, you take this one thing, yeah, it's pretty good.
No, and he's gonna need a room on with the you know that special one. He wants that room.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Yeah, if we're not too busy tonight, I think we'll have to see. We might be booked tonight, but we might have some rooms. What about you? As he looks over at Tradri, with the pen ready to take your order.
She just says, I'll have the same as them.
All right. As Rogar walks away and starts prepping your order. Oh, is there anything? He turns back around, Evandor, to you, and I mean, you got your drink, but do you want anything else?
I think I'll be fine. Just
All
the drink.
right. You sure? Winks at you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Turns around and walks away. You guys, this is a conversation time for you if you want to, or we can. Yeah, I mean, the floor is yours. Tavern is yours.
So Leo's gonna take a drink and puts his pint down.
How poppin' is this place?
It is massively popping. There's
It is
it's not,
lit.
so it's not full of just men that are interested in that sort of thing, but there's a lot of females and there's a lot of males that are just with their ladies there to enjoy friendship, and also, but this is mainly a bar where you see a lot of flirtatiousness trying to go around, and so you see it lively, and you see someone who's playing a flute over in the corner playing music and just jamming, and people swaying and dancing over near that musical area.
What time of the night is it?
It roughly around, it would be like so you're in the season of like the wet days, which is at the like right in the middle of that, which is like a 3 to 4 month period of time of just pure rain. So right now it gets darker earlier, and it's probably dark out. It'd be around 9 o'clock, the time in the winter time of.
So everyone's getting smashed as fuck early.
Well, it's dark enough for them to have a good time.
Where's the group of the most drunkest people right now? I'm looking for them.
Roll for perception.
Where you at?
Yeah, smart. How much did those drinks cost me?
Are you paying for?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for all of them because I found those 2 gold pieces off the one stapled to the tree, so I owe. That wasn't my kill.
I'll get back to you on that. Davry, yeah, you definitely see. You see in the opposite corner of where you're at, through the people moving in and out, you can kind of glance and see some people getting super wasted, taking shots of some type of alcoholic drink that you don't know what it is, and starting to wobble. And as the night goes on, you can see it kind of happening more and more in that area.
Really busy walkway. Like they're standing there, and a lot of people are walking by them.
They're kind of on the side. So like if you walk into the building and take a right, they're, and then keep following that edge around, they're halfway up the wall toward the back of the building. So they're not in the corner necessarily, but like halfway, they're at least against the wall. So, and you guys are kind of opposite side.
We're
almost
facing
in the
each other.
corner. You can definitely, you can see them. There's not a lot of walking between, except for going from the middle entrance to the back of the bar, which is the main busyness and whatnot.
How about? Dang. Come back to me. I'm thinking.
I'm gonna look at the young lady who just sat at the table and really just first notice her. Like,
Are you talking about tragedy?
yeah, Chaudhary. I'm gonna look at her and I'm be like, where you come from?
Okay, so Tradri, you said it's like there's a lot going on in there, right?
Yeah, it's very packed and very lively. It's loud. A lot of conversations, music.
So she's kind of looking down, just almost like drilling a hole into the table, with her stare, and she doesn't really respond, but it's not like it doesn't seem like she's trying to ignore you. She's just like, she just either didn't hear you but she doesn't say anything. Sorry that it's my character's so quiet.
No, that's good.
Look at Evander. She with you?
No, she has been with us since the farm.
Oh, are you talking about me? She'd say.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm just from a small village. I didn't hear you.
Oh, no problem, miss. Where are you from?
It's just a small place.
Small place with no name?
Yeah, just a little village. I grew up with a little group of humans in a small village.
Oh, humans.
Yeah, we didn't really call the village any. We just called it the village.
Me stand.
Where are you from?
Down yonder. Me's not too far from these parts. You could say I was a local.
You know what? Since we didn't do this, normally at the beginning I like to introduce people with them describing their characters, and we didn't actually get through to that. So while you guys are sitting there, I'm gonna just have you guys kind of describe what your characters have, like what if someone looked at you right now at the table, what they would see, and describe your character's demeanor kind of in a sense as well. If you guys don't mind doing that, we'll start with Evander.
Okay. So you see a human, average height, 5'10", 6 foot, somewhere in there. Brown hair, green eyes, brown traveling cloak. It's pretty worn from, and weather stained from travel. And then clasping the cloak together, you see a golden sun pendant in the shape of a sun.
Leo is going to be sitting in his chair. He's going to pull out a little leather pouch and pull out some paper. As he's doing this, you guys will notice that one hand has 4 rings on it, and the other hand has a leather glove. And he sits with his overcoat hanging off the front of the chair, which will be the back of the chair because of the position that he's sitting, with a hood on his coat. Under his coat he has I would say a nice suit with a tie and a burgundy button-up shirt. He wears glasses on that sits right above his nose that somehow manages to stay in place because they don't have no frames to go beyond his ears. His ears are pierced all the way around, and he does have 2 daggers that sit on both sides of him that he tends to keep adjusting as he does what he's doing. He's breaking down some jingle weed and rolling it into a paper, and he puts it in his mouth and lights it with a match across his boots.
Okay, and then as far as Tradri, she's obviously an elf. her clothing's very simple. She's got kind of a weird mix of like basic human clothing with kind of just a wizard's cloak covering, but it's kind of it's not new or anything. She's always kind of looking down. She has long hair. She's not dirty, like she's as clean as someone can be in this time period, but she's not like groomed. So her hair is kind of just whatever it is. She doesn't really have much as far as like jewelry or other things like that, but you see she's got let's see, what did she have with her? She's got like a little pack with things in it, and then she has a staff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Do they see is it your butterfly nearby?
I don't know. Did I put the butterfly away? No, I think the butterfly's still with me, right?
Landed on your finger, and after that,
Yeah.
wherever you normally would keep him or her with you.
So the butterfly's...
She got a butterfly at the table?
Yeah, well, there...
Can everybody see this butterfly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo's going to pay a lot of attention to the butterfly because he's never seen magic like that. So he's just going to drink and smoke
and watch that butterfly.
and just watch the butterfly.
Yeah.
Just watch this little butterflies. Flop, 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 flop.
Yeah. Yeah, the butterfly is always kind of just either like on her like shoulder or her like the back part of her wrist, just kind of chilling.
Real quick, just so, what kind of colors on the butterfly?
What kind of
is it
colors
like
are on the butterfly?
Yeah, is it kind of like a plain, just a normal like white butterfly, or there a lot of colors? Like, is it does it disguise well? One of those larger ones.
It's not like a moth colored, but it does have color, but the color is kind of just random. I mean, it's not. It looks like somebody, you gave like a kid a box of crayons and said color a butterfly, and they just kind of did whatever. It's not necessarily. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's just kind of a butterfly with a worn out coloring, faded coloring.
Sounds good. One other thing that Leo also has a necklace that he wears around his neck that I gave him earlier on, but you would notice that it's got a blue kind of. I should probably actually look at it. It's got a blue marble figure to it wrapped around his neck in leather, so it's just hanging off the leather. I think it's in your inventory. Let me
Do what?
check. What's up, Davry? Oh, wait. Evandor, did you say something?
I thought you were saying something about me. So.
Oh no, that was for Leo.
Okay.
Leo, it's your Alseer necklace that you have.
Yes, I remember now. I forgot about it for a second.
No worries. I didn't know if you remembered or not, so I just want to remind you.
Yeah. That's the necklace. I remember.
Yeah. Davry.
Yes.
What you look like, player?
Also, roll a perception.
Oh god.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and continue.
Well, Davry is short and stout, without a handle and without a stout. He is a halfling. about middle age, about 55 years old. Still, has some gray hair. He's been through some stuff. He doesn't like to talk about it too much, but that stuff has allowed him to use a certain set of expertise that he loves to extort and just have fun doing it. He doesn't really talk too much. Obviously, he mumbles a lot, and he uses it to his advantage.
I was going to say, doesn't talk too much.
As you guys are sitting there, and Evander, you're drinking your drink. The people you were keeping an eye on, Davry, earlier, are definitely getting a little bit more tipsy, and it's easier to notice right now.
They're still facing us?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of walk with the natural pathway that everybody's taking going by them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to drop 1 copper on the ground and hope one of them basically tries to pick it up. And like the group kind of like, all goes for it type deal. Like, oh, I spotted it first, blah, 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 free drink, that type of deal. See if
Gotcha.
that works.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll. Oh, hold on. I want to know what that should be.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Would that be-
Evander that did that?
No, Davry.
Davry. Okay,
Would
I'm
that
just
be
keeping
performance? I kind of want to say roll for performance on that. Just because, yeah, screw it. Do performance. Okay. All right. So one guy is standing up at the table, kind of like hovering over it, laughing. Where do you try to drop it? Right below him, or like on the sides?
Yeah, kind of like on the sides of them. I want to basically get them to face away from me. That's what I want.
Okay. And it was a silver piece, you said?
Copper piece that I had picked up off a body.
Copper piece. Gotcha. As you drop it, he does hear it. The guy sitting to his right, that's sitting actually in the stall, they both look at it at the same time, and as for a moment they pause and they look back at each other and kind of like grin in a sense of like competitiveness. They both go for it. The one in the stall is like more torqued because he's a bigger fella and trying to like bend over to grab it. The other guy just kind of just drops. The other 3 are looking in laughter at it, just kind of like amused. There's 5 guys total there at that table, and the 2 on the left of the guy standing up are looking intently at what's going on, watching, laughing, kind of like, as you notice, very drunk. The 5th guy at the window inside the stall, on the opposite side, is kind of just chugging his beer at this moment.
Cool. So there's somebody watching who's not a part of this group who is laughing, like with intent.
Yeah, there's two gentlemen. Wait, in the group, there's 2 guys in that group that are
No,
watching.
like, but somebody else is watching this, like a bystander who's not involved in this group is watching this and laughing.
Yes, I would say as they fall to the ground and start laughing hysterically, I'd say they grab attention from like 3 people.
Cool.
In the general area.
Awesome. I'm going to try and pickpocket one of those 3 people, just a random one, and just basically pickpocket and slip out.
Okay.
Leo's gonna take a sip out of his drink and just, I know that old man. I've seen this trick.
Go ahead and roll for let's do sleight of hand.
Oh no!
Sadly, the 3 guys rolled this.
How did I fail a sleight of hand as a fucking rogue? Are you kidding me?
So I rolled because there's 3 guys, and I rolled for random to see who you were gonna pickpocket, and Unfortunately, the one that you go to try to pickpocket moves right as you try to, and you just miss the opportunity as you try to reach where your hand was supposed to go. It's no longer available.
Leo snorts out.
So
his
I'm not
L.
caught. Awesome.
He snorts at his L as he sees Devery gets caught.
All right, cool. I'm not caught yet. That's all that matters.
Yeah, no one saw you do that because they're either drinking or too focused on what they're doing.
Now,
Can I roll for perception to see if I saw it?
well, I have
As
have
he
a-
gets up, yeah, you can keep an eye on him. So if you want to roll for perception to see if you saw that,
now. Wouldn't I get advantage because they're drunk?
the guy that you tried to pickpocket wasn't drunk. The 5 that were on the ground or fighting for the coin were drunk.
Okay.
But out of the 3 that were surrounding that are not part of the group that you were looking into,
Yeah.
they weren't drunk. They're just standing in different areas and
They're just chilling.
Just
Okay.
chilling, yeah. Yeah. What'd you roll for perception?
3 + 6 for 9.
9. You saw him get up, and I would say you see him walk over in that general direction and see some ruckus of the guys falling to the ground. I wouldn't say that you saw his sleight of hand.
Okay.
Well, actually, wait, you rolled higher than his, though. So you saw him reach, but you didn't see him get anything. You just saw him reaching for something.
Okay. I'ma laugh. I'ma just laugh and look at Evander. Would you Mon, would you say you're a good Mon or a bad Mon?
Were you saying that to Davery or?
Nah, Evander. I'm sitting next to Evander, ain't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe I'm a good person. I try to bring light to this world rather than darken it.
You stepped up and helped that farmer without hesitation, man. I say that's a good man.
That's only what's naturally should be done.
And you didn't ask nothing for return?
No.
That's a good man.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I try to live up to the tenets of the Lord of Light, Lathander, Lord of the Sun, Lathander, not Light.
Sun cult.
Oh, is that who you how they say a worship?
Yes, yeah, that's I'm a follower of Lathander. His tenets and beliefs are how I try to structure my life.
Oh, I see. And Miss with the butterfly. Is that magic?
She timidly would answer and say, yes. Have you not seen magic?
Me? No, me never see magic. No.
Oh.
I always thought my mother was magic, but she never do magic.
I love magic.
Is that all you can do? Can you do more?
I've learned a few things, but I'd like to learn more.
Okay. Me see.
Evander.
Leo's gonna take a long draw from his dingleweed, ash it out on the ground,
Okay.
look back at Davery and shake his head.
Davery's gonna do round 2.
Round 2.
He's gonna
That one is troublesome.
he's gonna amp it up.
All right. Let's before you do that, Evander and Tragedy, will you guys both roll for perception?
Sure.
Perception.
Yeah.
Deception.
18.
I rolled a 7 plus whatever my perception is, which is 3, so 10.
Okay. So Evandor, you notice someone come into the tavern that you recognize in darker clothing that came from the same area that you guys just got done fighting. And he goes in and he sits down kind of alone and hood up and kind of mysteriously sits down. As you notice this, we're going to take a small break real quick. And I'm going to go to the restroom. We're going to take a break. You guys can get food. We'll be back in 10 minutes or less if we all get back in time.
Everybody might as well go ahead and get ready for the bar fight because Davry gonna set it up.
Oh, shit. So, all right. So
fucking down.
my time is 6:46, so we're going to be back at 6:56 and we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm going to mute myself and be back.
Ah, I am going to get myself some chips, Liz. Hey, is the voice changer odd? I stopped using it because I'm insecure about it.
I didn't notice it. TBH.
Oh, it's just
I'm
this.
also not most observant. I just figured you were doing that with your natural voice. I didn't realize it was a whole voice changer.
Yeah, I don't know. I like voice changers because I don't know, maybe because then I can hide behind it, which is great.
Yeah.
Hiding behind things is fun.
I thought about doing a character voice, but then I was like, that seems like a lot of work that I don't want to put in just yet. I tried a few voices and just none of them felt right. So,
Well, this has been interesting. I mean, this is one of my first times. I've done one other short thing before with a totally different character, but this is kind of my first time like doing this kind of stuff. So sorry if I'm just kind of quiet and.
with like it takes time to get into the role play. Anytime I've had newer players, I've always just told them, you're playing D&D, you're already being nerdy as shit. Buy into it.
Exactly. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. I'll
it is a lot. It can be a lot to take in, but also if you actually just let yourself enjoy it, you'll have a ton of fun.
Yeah, she luckily she is fairly shy like that.
Timid.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm excited.
I'm really trying to get this damn accent. I feel myself catching it and I feel myself losing it like mid-sentence.
I think you're doing a great job. I think you should just like lean into it because I've been enjoying it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure it comes off as not disrespectful. Like it might not be 100%, but I just don't want it to sound like I'm trying to disrespect the culture.
Yeah, I have to catch myself. I have to like double think what you're saying sometimes though, just to, like make sure I'm following it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do broken English because he didn't learn. He ain't go no school. He's just a farmhand. So I'm just trying to make sure I get that.
Are you spoiling your backs? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
Stop
that
talking about this one.
No, it's good. I like it. You
I
guys are
want
doing great.
Rich to do his shrimp boat captain voice. I think that would be a good fit.
For his character?
Yes. I don't
Shrimp, fried shrimp, broiled shrimp, shrimp gumbo, shrimp cocktails.
He gets it back. You need to ask him to do the shrimp boat captain.
I struggle with you guys, you and him, because you're two of the newer guys. So telling your voice is like really messing with my mind. But I'm trying. So Mur is Evandor.
Yes.
Glitch is Davry, and I need to, his shrimp voice.
His shrimp boat captain voice. I outsourced NPC voices to Glitch before because I didn't feel like doing one, and I knew he had a good voice for it.
It's fun doing voices. I just get nervous when I do it.
Yeah.
Like the female one. I got.
Why is that? Say.
Oh, I go full on, just full deep manly voice for female characters.
Yep.
Hey there, cutie. Hey.
Kind of like Kiki
Very
Chanel
attractive.
in No Pixel.
In the it's the cross dressers from the Powerpuff Girls is my thought process whenever I do it.
And just so you guys know, I'm just throwing this on the table. I gave Ninja, I gave him 2 choices for taverns, and I told him which one was the one you guys went to. And oh man, this will be fun to continue on with. It's very difficult for me to flirt with other male impies or.
Oh, I'll play
characters.
chicken with you.
Oh, I figured as much. That's. I'm going all in. That was almost more nerve-wracking than doing a female voice.
I've played chicken with people before. Came close to having the NPC the player was talking to cast Charm Person on him to.
Oh my gosh.
But see, I thought you was gonna lean into it. I thought it was gonna be like I even set it up for you to bring somebody else out. I was like, you got that special room, you know, wink wink, champagne room, you know what I'm saying? That champagne room,
Never
bubbles,
got
bubbles.
until he comes back.
Yeah.
Got the dimming lanterns in it.
Oh,
Dimming
session
lantern.
in and everyone's like, oh my gosh. And you're supposed to do the opposite of what I throw at you guys, remember?
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun just to go with what you want to do. Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah, when you did the voice, yo, I was waiting for you. Hi, Leo. What you doing back? Yeah.
Hey, Leo. Got a little bit of a southern twang in it too.
Yeah, a little southern sway, you stupid.
If you go in with the southern tone, you go, "Hey, Leo, how you doing, sugar?"
Oh, man.
How you been? Keeping out of trouble? Oh man. And soon it'll be an actual male flirting with tragedy.
Bring
Oh
it.
boy.
Bring it.
Oh.
They'll get the Candace treatment. Candace is a character that I play on GTA. And she, in order to fend off the advances from guys, she just plays real stupid. She just totally, she knows that they're trying to flirt with her, but she, on purpose, just misses the point altogether.
Alright, I'm back.
Glitch, do the shrimp boat captain voice.
Well, what we have right here now, we're gonna take a tour right here around this here village where we got the finest of the finest specimens over here in this here bar. And you can get a cup of grog and you can maybe after that
why
you
isn't
stroll
Dave-
out there.
And why isn't Dabry like this?
I didn't feel like shouting all night.
Oh, okay.
I did message him and I was like, switch to the shrimp boat captain.
Just like, I mean, you could use that voice once in a while as a distraction.
That's actually what I was pondering.
Oh, hell yeah.
You just need to change your voice like every 20 minutes. Just do something different.
Well, that's kind of why I said, like, he mumbles a lot and he uses it to his advantage. Because at one point I was just going to look at you guys all stone cold serious and be like, okay, let's now get down to business. Just like real deep voice or something like that. Have you guys like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, wait till like level 10 or some shit.
Oh, that'd be funny. All right, we got one more minute.
Yeah,
we
we
get
used
back
to We used to tour the island map on Ark on this like big ass boat we all like made. I'd be driving and just, well, you see now, you look out there out here now, you see a bunch of snaggers beating the shit out of Dodo, and then you got this here thing right there coming down. Then we gonna hop on off and stick our finger up this butthole down. Do that all day. Like,
Oh my gosh.
oh yeah, dude, my neighbors love me.
You just get in an argument that you go straight to that voice.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I was good with my neighbors so when I lived in the apartment.
That's awesome.
Condo, that's a whole different story.
Condo, yeah.
I almost carved a guy in half with a battle axe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got chased with a battle axe before. That was fun.
Was it you who broke into my condo?
Oh no, you ain't gotta worry about me. You'll see me for a second, and just like the flicker of a light, I'll be gone.
All right.
I think.
As we get back in, we have plans brewing on Davry's side of things.
Oh, 100%.
So
Recount.
can I roll another perception check to see what the hell he doing over there?
Keep your eyes on him. Yeah, and Davry, are you trying to hide this from them, or just trying to be stealthy from other people? Like, are you
Hide,
trying-
hide it from the group.
Yeah, are you just hiding it from the person you're trying to get it
Yeah.
from, or are you trying to be stealthy
Yeah.
all around?
No, I'm just trying to hide it from the person. Like I'm just
Okay.
kind of like crowd's moving, I'm moving with it, like that whole type deal.
Gotcha.
But I know people I'm marking and things like that.
Yeah. Leo, go ahead and roll for perception, and we'll see how it
And-
goes.
While he's doing that, how are we sat around the table? Like, what are our positions?
That's a good question. I could pull this back up, and we can.
Yeah, this gonna be my last perception check because my perception sucks. I just rolled an 8.
An 8. Oh, jeez. So I imagined you guys, in my mind, what I was imagining, you guys can trade it up, but I imagine Tradri, you sitting by Vandor because you're kind of like already grew attached to him a little bit. I imagine Davry sitting on the left side of Evandor, and I imagine Leo kind of like heading it up, kind of near the forward part of the bar. But that's if you guys want. If you guys prefer a different style of seating.
No, switch me and Davry, because Davry would be in a position where he walked away from us, and Evander would be in a position where I could talk to him directly, like how
Yeah.
I've been, and that'll put homegirl right across from me so I could look at her butterfly.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so this is how we're seating. I'm gonna move back to the other map, but that sounds good to me.
So is it okay if I
Actually,
just
we're-
interject here?
Yeah.
So she just kind of, to the table at large, to nobody in particular, asks, where are you all going?
Me think that these gods around here don't give two shits about these hardworking farmers. It's been my experience that these guys really don't care about anything that doesn't pays them, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So the next step is, it seemed like this man, Evander, is it?
Yes.
I feel like you maybe have the possibility of appealing to someone's better nature to get these farmers the help they may require.
I can certainly try my best. I'm hoping I can find an old friend here. I haven't heard from him in some time, so I'm hoping I can run into him while I'm in town. And
He's from here?
perhaps, he and I are from the same place. We traveled to this land some time ago, and he found himself here, and I found myself in Edinburgh. But we hadn't had a chance to talk to each other in some time, so I'm hoping hopefully he has found himself in a position where people are willing to listen to him, and
But me must be honest, this is not the most savory of places, especially at dark.
What was this? Was this
Is the dark
y'all's?
ever truly a savory place?
Ooh.
True. True.
What was this? Was this y'all's final? Is this where y'all were going or headed toward before we had that encounter in the fields?
No, me has some things to drop off. Unrelated. But no, this is not where I was heading. But the old man seemed very funny, and I wanted him to get flirted on by all these men.
I'm not sure if this is my final stop or not. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to find my friend here, but if not, I will search for him elsewhere.
I'm in a very very particular headspace right now. I just killed 2 men. Or 2 creatures. I've never killed nothing ever.
Well, but
I would know about DM. I would know about the origin of gnolls. Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty well known for where you came from too. So yeah, I would say you know a lot about them.
Yeah.
About this time, I don't think I made. Hold on, I gotta get the name. Rogar starts approaching with a basic meal of meats and a few vegetables, but he knows you don't like a lot of vegetables, but he still offers it anyway, as a side. And walks up and starts setting down the plates and beer.
Oh,
all right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anything for you. It's only gonna be six copper this time.
6 copper. Okay.
Yeah, I gave you a discount because you're cute friend here. You know.
Yeah, you spend more time with him. I promise you, y'all gonna love each other.
Well, if I wasn't so busy, I'd definitely enjoy his company. But maybe come back and we'll see what we can do.
Oh, I'll definitely find out. Now, you know what? I'm feeling very, very generous. I'm gonna just give you 1 whole gold piece.
Oh, shucks. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
And he touches your shoulders, Evandor, and as he starts walking away, he just slides his hand across and starts walking away.
he just slaps his leg real hard, just laughing silently.
Wow. That man is wild, huh?
Oh, yeah, he's very he's very touchy.
I can see that.
Yes. But trust me. This is the best bar in this whole town.
The atmosphere is quite lively.
Davri, what are you in the middle of doing right now while they're talking?
getting my dog distracted real quick.
Oh, no worries. We can
Sorry.
come back if you need to.
No, I got my plan.
Okay.
All right, so I'm over by those 3 dudes I tried originally. I have ball bearings in my pocket.
God.
Wait.
I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah. I'm listening.
So I'm over by those 3 dudes at the moment that I failed.
Yeah.
I have 100 ball bearings in my inventory right now. I'm assuming they're miscellaneous size.
Yeah. I'd say the largest would be like an inch, but the smallest would be like a 1/4 inch.
Okay, cool. So I have natural stealth because I'm a halfling. So anything at least 1 size larger than me, basically I'm obscured.
Mhm.
which is damn near everything in this room. I'm gonna get this party started.
Oh, fuck.
So the drunk dudes, while I'm standing behind the three guys, every once in a while, I'm just gonna start flicking ball bearings at them. Just sit there and flick.
You're not trying to hurt them. You're just trying to
just
pester
pester.
He's trying to annoy the shit out of them. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Would that be? Would that be performance or would that be athletics? Or
I'll just call it a dex check and move on.
yeah, yeah. All right, roll a dex check, and let's do the first one and move on from there. Which one are you trying to hit first?
Just one of the drunkest dudes. Just throw it, back of the head. Just annoy him.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
it's coming it's coming from behind those three dudes. I'm like kind of hiding behind them, so I'm like, they know it's it's like one of those. They know it's coming from there, but because it's coming from those three dudes.
The first one hits, and as it hits him, he does notice it's a pretty hard hit. And he grabs back and he kind of just guesses and wonders and looks around a little bit, confused. And he doesn't mind it and goes back to eating and drinking.
Okay.
You can.
Oh yeah. As I'm imagining that Leo, Evander, and
Try. Roll for perception. Leo.
I wanna try one more time to see what this old man is fucking doing.
I'm gonna be watching the whole thing. I'm gonna roll.
You see Leo looking as he's eating, trying to find where he's at and what he's doing. Both of you can roll for
He
perception.
goes unnoticed from leaving the table. We sat down.
I'm sitting there doing like the whole don't say anything, just watch, get ready,
Yeah.
So
I rolled a 15.
Okay. Leo. Okay.
I thought I hit a 16. I hit a 6.
Leo, you can't find him anymore. He's gone into the crowd that you just can't see him. Evander, you get glimpses of him from time to time. You see him throw the first one, first ball bearing, and then you just see him disappear, and you don't see where he goes after that. But you see him kind of weaving in and out, trying to get, doing something, throwing ball bearings, but not knowing what he's really throwing them at or doing. Tradry, you hear a tink, 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 and then a ball bearing rolling across the floor, toward your direction, toward your guys' table from across the place. If Davry, you rolled a 10. What? That's plus your dex? Yeah, that is, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So this guy isn't as drunk, but that means that he notices it as you hit him in the shoulder with it. He looks right away and sees the ball bearing fall to the ground and roll away, and he gets angry. He's starting to get mad, like, who the hell's throwing ball bearings? And he starts looking around. In the direction that you're standing, you would have maneuvered yourself to a different spot, but near those that are drunk. And he looks over and he sees the drunk guys and starts heading over toward them. Well, before he starts heading over there, he picks up the ball bearing and starts walking over to them. And are you still hiding near them and stuff?
Yeah, I'm kind of, since he's now heading towards them, I'm kind of like,
He's got his mug, his beer in one hand. This is a dwarf too, so he's a bigger fellow with a lot of heavy armor on. It looks like he used to be some type of mercenary, not wearing Imperial Drothwin armor, but he looks like he's some type of fighter in a sense. He walks up, and as he walks up, he's holding his beer. He takes a big gulp and goes, "I think you dropped something." And as he holds it out, all 5 guys kind of look up at him. The one on the floor on his hands and knees looks up his butt first and his head looking over his shoulder, like confused. And they're like, "That's not ours. Oh, we don't. That no. Well, stop doing that." And he takes a big sip and walks back. So you got him pestered.
Cool. Does he sit back down?
He walks over back to his seat and he starts conversating with his buddy that he's sitting next to.
Where is?
You guys, I would say, Vandor, you see the dwarf in this interaction walking over toward the last known location that you saw, Davery.
I just kind of hold my hand in my head and just give an exasperated sigh.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, me feel like that's not no good.
This one's troublesome.
Oh my god.
No, the old man. If that's who I think it is, that old man. That old man is a lot of joy to be around, but he's no good, no good.
All right, so are you throwing it back at the same guy?
Yep.
All right. So
Oh shit.
you give it a little bit of time though this time, and you wait for him to finish his entire drink and get a refill. And so hoping that maybe it's taking some effect on him, which it seems to take a little bit more effect. And in doing so, you grab the biggest ball bearing that you can find, and you throw it at him, and you hit him right on the back of the head. And as you do it, he slams his mug down on the table. All right, that's enough. And he gets up, he starts walking toward them, and by this time, the gentleman on the hands and knees got up, and now he's leaning back over the table, laughing. The dwarf grabs his side, because this guy's taller than him, but he grabs his side and pulls him, jerks him forward, and just, all right, buddy, and then just nails him right in the chin as hard as he can and punches him. You guys. As he does so, he knocks him down, but also falls on top of him. And so now you see two guys starting to wrestle on the ground, and the other four sitting down looking at him, laughing at what's going on and thinking it's funny. His dwarf's buddy gets up from the table and starts walking over to either give a hand or watch. You don't know yet.
I'm gonna let a second pass.
And everyone else, you guys see
Oh,
the same.
do I see this?
Yeah, everyone in the bar is noticing that.
Well, yeah.
It pretty much in this kind of bar, you see everyone notices when a bar fight happens, because it doesn't happen in this bar that often, and so everyone like notices and stops and just kind of like watches for a minute to see how bad it's gonna get or how fast it's gonna end.
Young lady, you think it's best for you to move? Go over there in that corner, and I hope you're ready for this, because it's finna get naked. This is finna get nasty.
I'm gonna pick up my drink and a plate of food and walk to the corner.
Which corner? The one opposite side of them in the door, or near the bar?
You said there's before we break. You said there was like the guy that kind of like sat down in one of the corners.
Yeah. So if you go into the door and take a right, you follow that wall around, past that first corner, and then up halfway to the bar. You'll see where those guys are fighting. You guys sat opposite side of that, and the guy that you saw came in left and sat in that corner in a single table. So
okay.
he's near you guys.
I'm gonna kind of
tables over.
I'm just gonna kind of like walk towards that corner a little bit where that guy's at.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my cigar in my mouth, spin the chair back around as I get up, slide it up on the table, and just flip my hood up and creep into a corner.
Same corner as Evandor?
If it's dark, yes.
It's one of the darker areas.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide up in that corner.
Treasury, what are you doing? Are you gonna stay at the table? You hear Evandor stand up, grab his plate, and then you walk away, and you hear the ruckus going on, and Leo walking up and leaving.
Yeah, Tragedy would just get up and walk over to the corner with them.
Okay. So as that's going on, I'm going to do one thing at a time. As Evandor, you start walking toward the corner, the gentleman looks up and you make eye contact with him. And then he looks behind your shoulder and sees that the other two are following and quickly gets up and starts to walk out of the tavern.
When he looked at me, was it like a sense of recognition for him, or?
No. Yes and no. Roll a perception check real quick for me on that one.
Before I'm gonna do guidance as well on it.
Yeah.
Which is gives me an extra D4. So
Spell DC 13. Does that mean I need to do anything?
No,
you're doing
it's-
it to yourself.
yeah, I'm just casting it on myself, just to give me a little extra oomph. So 18.
18. As you make eye contact with him, you see him look down at your son that's holding your cloak together, and look back up at you, as well as looking behind you. And after he looks at you at first, makes eye contact, looks behind you, sees the other two, looks back at you and the emblem, and then back at your face, and then heads out. That's in his facial expression. You would notice that he is kind of surprised in a sense.
Are we fairly safe in this corner?
As you continue walking to the corner is very small, but it would probably be the best place if a huge bar fight had occurred. It would probably be best to be in a corner of sorts, because you have two walls protecting you, and you don't only have to watch out for two different angles, not four. But you kind of sense that it's not to that point yet as you're heading over there.
How close are we to the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. I'm thinking.
I was just going to say, how close are we to the exit?
You're probably good. You would notice about probably 4 or 5 tables from the exit.
Okay.
You're about halfway
Okay.
between the bar and
We're not like
exit.
deep into the bar.
No.
How many floors are there?
You would notice walking in that it's a 2-story building. Potentially has a cellar of sorts, but you don't know for sure. Looks like it could.
How close am I to the... Is there multiple exits and entrances?
You only notice the front one. There are windows, but they're all smaller, harder to get through, but you could crawl through them. There's nothing hindering you. It's just open and shut by wooden shutters.
How close am I to the main door? And how close am I to a window?
You're probably closer to the window, because you guys sat closer to the wall than more. You weren't you were midway through, but toward the wall, the left side. So you're closer to the window than you are the exit. As this is happening, Davri, what are you doing now? Sorry. So the dwarf is on top of the other guy.
So 2 people are fighting.
Yep.
Or 2 people from the group of 3. They're watching.
4 of the 5 are watching, laughing because they're all sitting down drinking, pretty plastered. The dwarf is on top of the gentleman, because he tripped and fell as he punched. The dwarf's friend is starting. He got up and is starting to head toward the fight.
I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm gonna wait till the second guy engages.
Okay, so the second guy walks up and kind of like, not again, and starts to try to coach the dwarf off. We're not supposed to do that here. Come on. And the dwarf just keeps wrestling with him, and finally, he finally tries to pick him up, and instead, the gentleman sitting right of where this is happening, one of the drunk guys, decides that he thinks it's funny if this guy would fall and start fighting with them. So he pushes him down on the ground, and as he gets pushed, the four of them are now intertwined in a match of wrestling and punching on the ground. So you have 4 people on the ground fighting.
The dwarf. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'll
No,
let
go
you
ahead.
go.
I was coughing. You're good.
The dwarf. Which group is he with?
The dwarf is the one you threw the barbarian at. More in the center of the tavern. He's with the other one person.
I'm gonna pickpocket that solo guy.
Okay. Wait, not the dwarf, but the other gentleman that was with?
Yeah, solo, the single guy, the guy who has not fought out of that group of 3.
There's a group of 5.
There's a
one
group of
you're
5, 3.
Yeah, there's one you're right next to that is sitting at the. But there's a guy next to him that's not fighting either, and one sitting across. But you're hidden from all 3 of them, the way that you're standing, and you could easily pickpocket this one without anyone else seeing.
Yeah, that's the one I want to pickpocket.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure the numbers were right though. So
Yep.
Yeah. So there is. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll. Okay. You quickly reach in to the pouch that is close, and as you reach in and you grab you grab something, and you quickly stash it and go back to whatever you want to do now at this point. So you were able to grab something from him.
I'm gonna throw another ball bearing from behind that solo guy at the other drunk dude.
Wait, hold on. So I'm imagining you're throwing the guy you just stole from. You're throwing it across the table to the guy across the table.
Yes.
The single guy.
The guy that I just stole from. I'm hiding behind him for a second and flicking a ball bearing at the last drunk dude in the group across from them.
Well, there's still another drunk guy right next to the guy you just stole, but he's sitting down.
Yep.
You can't see him, though.
Yep, I'm getting them to fight.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for Dex. You guys, he's not much of an angry drunk. He's more kind of like he's enjoying from a distance and doesn't want to fight, it would seem. So while this is
Recognized
fields, you saw someone similar clothing out there. You don't recognize him in his face or anything, but you do recognize him from that situation that happened.
I'm gonna go to the door after he exits and just kind of look out to see if I can see where he's heading.
Okay.
Or what he's doing outside.
Leo and Tradry, you guys see Evander kind of make a pivot move after the gentleman. You guys would see him leaving at this point. Leave.
I'm kind of wait. I'm not immediate. I don't want him to like realize I'm following. I'm kind of waiting. Like as he gets close to the door is when I start making my way to the door.
You're wanting to be, kind of stealthy about it.
Yeah, inconspicuous.
Yeah. So as you get to the table that he was sitting at to go sit down, Leo and Tradry catch up to you, and as you guys catch up to him, Evander just all of a sudden, instead of sitting down, starts walking toward the door without saying anything.
Can you give me just 1 minute? I'm sorry to interrupt everything.
Yeah.
But I gotta
Yeah, you're
run
good.
up and open the door for the dog. Hold on, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So we'll go back to. No, you're good. We'll go back to Davry. So you see what happened. He doesn't really take to an effect on it. What would you like to do?
They're in a pretty serious tussle.
Yeah, they're definitely still fighting. You see, some people from the tavern are finally noticing and trying to run over. You see, two of the bar hands come up to try to break it up. They're bigger fellows, like the bouncers, kind of like just guarding, helping keep things civil within the tavern. They're used to this kind of thing happening from time to time in different taverns and stuff, so they get hired to come in and help break up fights at busy evening times.
All right.
They start walking up. They're not quite there yet, but
So I'm gonna kind of walk over, act like I'm the other drunk dude that's sitting down and like laughing. I'm gonna walk over to him, just kind of like lean, like I'm just kind of watching.
You'd have to walk around the fight to get to him.
That's fine.
Okay, so you start walking around and
Yeah.
you stay out of the fight, but you lean
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, just
You can-
nonchalant, kind of
I
like
would say
blend
you'd
in.
be able to lean up and kind of like peek over the stand that he's sitting in. The fight's
Is-
happening right below the table, kind of in a sense where the seating was. So you wouldn't
Okay.
be able to lean up against the seat
Okay, sorry
necessarily,
about
but you
that.
could peek up over the the stool or whatever
Okay.
the bar stand that they're sitting at.
Is he within reach of me?
I imagine it to be one of the kind of styles where it's solid and you can barely see over it. But he's not paying attention to you. He's looking for the ball bearing.
I want
The
to
other
sleight.
two,
I want to sleight of hand him. I want
Okay.
to pick. I want to pickpocket him.
It's gonna be a disadvantage because you are going up and over the seating area that is about your height.
That's
It's a little
fine.
shorter than your height, and yeah, go ahead.
That's
If you
fine,
want.
because one of those things you can. The best way to get him to do it, tell him he can't. Where is
Yeah.
it?
All right, this is gonna be the moment right here. Shit's really gonna go down.
as you start to climb up to reach over, you're hanging halfway over. The other two across the seating way that are still drunk are looking at you going, what are you doing? And watching you as you're stumbling up, because the gentleman that just got the ball bearing just yelled at them about it and laughed. So their attention kind of was like off the fight and on you, and so you see them look at you and just kind of like puzzled look as you look at them. You're hanging over and they're just like sipping their beer, kind of like big grins, like this is gonna be entertaining.
All right, so do we see this?
You see him from the angle you're at. You can see him trying to hop over the seat in a sense to get over, and the angle you're at, you could see the two guys looking kind of at him, but you can't see them smiling. You just see them drinking or taking sips. Davry, what do you do?
Well, see, man, I was trying to get you some, anyway, I was trying to get you on your
He slides over his friend's ale to you.
Oh, shit, thank you, my guy. Like, how was your night going?
Cheers.
Oh, cheers, my dude. How's your day going? Like, what brings you over to the tavern? Like, I was just trying to get a little stuff, so I got a quite,
This guy's more drunk than us. Yeah, so you don't get nothing. You get caught in the middle of it. Luckily, you didn't roll horrible. Otherwise, you would have gotten probably beat up. But yeah. So, Kaji, before you had to go, what were you wanting to do something, say something during this?
Oh, well,
After you see Evander heading toward the door without saying anything.
yeah. How is the Okay, I'm just thinking this through. Hold on. The at this time the tavern would be like lit with like candles and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's dim because it's harder to see because of the candlelight, and it's dark outside, and it's starting to you could hear rain, and you can smell the rain coming. Since you're not sitting by windows anymore, you can't see anything, but you can definitely tell that it's starting to pour outside.
So I have a question.
So
'cause
which makes it darker.
One of the cantrips I have is gust.
Yeah.
Could I use that to basically like blow out all the lighting in the near vicinity, like just in this little area that we're in? Like blow out the candles.
You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects, and at a point you can see within range. One medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed in a strength saving throw or be pushed back. You create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried. You create a harmless sensory effect using air, such as causing leaves to rustle, wind to slam, shutters shut, or clothing to ripple in the breeze. I will say roll. What should you roll for? Would that be Arcana? Yeah. To see how good it works.
Okay.
Belly, stop. Sorry, I should have muted myself.
So no, you're fine. So I rolled a 16, and then my Arcana is +5.
So 21.
Yeah.
So Evander, as you start walking toward the door and you get to the door, Leo and Tragedy, you're both sitting down at the bar, and Leo, you notice as you're watching the events happen with Davri across the way, and you're kind of enjoying the scene, all but 2 candles just vanish. You feel a wind breeze come open through the windows that are open and through the door, and the 2 torches or candles are over in the back part of the bar where the bartenders are working, and it's pretty dark out.
So
And Leo's next to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Do my dark vision kick in?
Yeah, you anyone with dark vision can see in the dark at so many feet.
So Tragedy would reach out and grasp for Leo's arm, and then start trying to pull him toward the exit where Evander is.
Evander, as you get to the door and you feel that breeze come in, are you looking for the gentleman, or?
Yeah, I'm kind of like looking. I want to see where he's headed outside.
Okay, go ahead and roll for perception.
With
You're human. Okay, never mind.
yeah, I
Roll
don't,
normal.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I was thinking
maintain.
'cause it's
Yeah, I'm gonna maintain my guidance on it as well.
perfect.
Give me the little extra. Yeah. Yeah.
That sounded like you pooped out a dice there. You were like, okay, bloop.
14. As you get to the door, you see him, a glimpse of what you think is him. The streets aren't busy at all. You see a few people outside the tavern, kind of like finishing up their conversation from the night. They're getting tired and about ready to leave. But as you do get a glimpse of him, he isn't going far. You see him kind of like walk a little bit to like across the street in the sense, and he starts rolling a piece of paper, and you see him start smoking. Kind of like keeping eyes on the tavern, but he doesn't notice. Well, actually, yeah, he doesn't notice you. Yeah.
Okay, but he's stopped moving, or is he just continuing to like? Okay, stop
No,
moving.
he's chilling. He's leaning up against a beam of sort that's holding up the upper story of the building he's next to.
I'm just gonna keep watching him from inside the doorway.
Okay. As you do, you see in the peripheral vision of yourself, the lights kind of flicker and then go out. Davry, you're hanging over the seat, laughing and drinking with these guys, cheering when the candles go out. What's everyone gonna do now?
I'm gonna let. Damn, I keep mispronouncing this
Treasury.
damn name.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Treasury. So I'm gonna let Treasury grab me by the arm and guide me. Well, I'm gonna let her think that she's guiding me out.
So
yeah, we're gonna walk. I'm gonna walk with her, and I'm gonna try to grab another L off the table as I'm
as you
being
walk
led
by,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's not hard. It's not full, but you definitely grab one that's not being used or at an empty table that's just got finished.
Goom, 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 goom.
Davry,
So-
what are you up to?
So I'm gonna slam the beer.
As you
Take
try
them
to
up.
reach to slam, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to reach the table. It just drops on the bench. Yeah, because you're still hanging over the
Oh, okay.
top of the
I
thing. You
thought, I
didn't-
thought I was in the seat. Okay.
no, yeah, you didn't get unless you wanted to move that way. But I just imagine you hanging over.
Either or.
I think it's funnier with him dangling.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good.
do,
I'm
to be
good.
In my
honest.
mind, he was still dangling.
I love the attempt to slam the mug.
Yeah,
So I'm hanging over.
you can't see the table; it just drops.
I'm gonna slam the beer. Take the mug. Put it in my backpack. Pretty much tell them, gentlemen, it's time to go. Blah blah blah. It's time to head out. All that fun stuff. Thank them for the beer.
Yeah, I can't see you anymore, but yeah, have a good one.
Hop off the back. Make my way towards the door as best as I can, and on my way out, just randomly pick one stranger's.
I will say roll, and I'll say advantage since
Since it's dark,
since
right?
Tadry made it dark. Let me actually hold on before you. Oh, you just rolled. Okay, I'm rolling 1d6. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be someone with dark vision, and so it's not it. Well, it's gonna be 19 no matter what. All right. Well, yeah, you can reach in. You gather.
Yes.
you reach in and you hear a little bit of a jingle sound like coin.
Okay.
You just grab a handful and keep walking. You pick up 5 copper and 3 silver once you notice what it was. You still have an unknown item that's in your bag.
Yes.
I will figure out for you in the meantime.
Do I make it to the door?
What's that?
Do I make it to the door?
This will be fun too. I'm gonna make you roll for that.
Okay, cool.
Because you're a halfling. Halflings don't have dark vision, do they?
I think some of them do. Because I thought I remember when setting up my character, I thought I saw something about dark vision, but I don't know if mine does.
Where would that be? Let's see.
Features and traits on D&D Beyond. Racial traits.
Features and traits right here. I don't see it.
No, they don't.
I'm gonna say roll. Let's just go straight dex for this one, or do a perception actually for this one. You're trying to, yeah, because you're trying to perceive a way out. Yeah, you take a little bit of time, and as you're making your way out, Tradry, were you about to say something that you wanted to do?
Just as Tradry nears Evander with Leo in tow, she kind of awkwardly says, awkwardly kind of apologizes and says, it was getting a little hairy in there. You're the only people that I know here, and I thought maybe it would be smart if we left.
I feel like that was a good idea. I want to look around to see if I see this short halfling trying to make his way to the door.
Knowing his area, I'm not going to make you roll for it since you do. I think half elves do have dark vision. So I would say, yeah, you definitely notice. You notice him pop down.
Can I
Go ahead and roll
notice him?
perception for that. You're about to ask if you noticed him pickpocket someone else.
No. Can I notice him? Can I notice him not knowing? Like, can I notice him not being
Struggling.
able to see in the dark? Yeah, struggling.
Roll for perception on that one. I know you can see him, and we'll see where this goes. You see his silhouette. You do have the dark vision, but you don't see. You just see shades of gray, and you see him kind of like. You assume just bumping into people that are drunk, and everyone else is struggling to see
Right.
their bearings and stuff too. So
Can I put a chair in front of him? In front of his path?
You're just trying to block him, mess with him.
As he gets closer and closer, roll a performance thing for me. Roll for performance. Are you trying to before? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, as you see him coming towards you, and you know it's him because of the short stature compared to everyone else that's around. You simply kick, not so much kick, but like push with your foot a chair in the direction that he is going, right in front of him. Davry, can you roll? I'm gonna say acrobatics. I would think.
Acrobatics.
I think so.
Perfect.
You hear and see something kind of at the last second, and are able to kind of like stop and dodge it. In the sense, you think it's someone just got up from sitting down, and you just kind of like you're bobbing, but yeah.
So I'm gonna play off this. I'm gonna drop exactly 6 medium-sized ball bearings around this chair.
Around that chair.
Around that chair.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Jesus.
As you continue walking,
Yep. Just around the chair, as I go by.
you all hear ting 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 ting, and then just slight rolls of ball bearings and metal on wood floor rolling across in several different directions. It doesn't.
My leg!
It doesn't have effect on one person that's nearby, but one ball keeps rolling, and someone just barely misses it. I'll go one more time just to see, shits and giggles. Natural 20. Yeah, none of them have an effect on any of the people there. It's just they're so small, and they're all kind of like, some are just sitting there talking still in the dark, and some are getting up trying to, they're getting their bearings and finally kind of seeing nearby, and they're sitting back down, and no one's really walking anywhere. So.
This tavern sucks. I want to burn it to the ground. I do have a tinderbox in my inventory.
Oh my goodness. And the city all goes up in flames. The end.
I'm going to
this point,
push the
it's,
sail and throw this pint into the door as we walk out.
You want to do what? Sorry?
Throw that mug that I grabbed, finish it off, and throw it inside the door as I walk out.
All right. So, Evander, are you still standing at the door, kind of just outside?
If
This guy is just continually smoking. He's not really moving.
yeah, as the rest of them come outside, I'll kind of like move with them if they're gonna like move on. But I'm keeping an eye on him, and I kind of want to like nonchalantly, since it seems like Leo kind of knows the area, like kind of give a nod towards that guy and see if he knows anything or recognizes him.
as Evander points over to him and you toss your cup back, Davry, you feel a cup hit you. Doesn't hurt you, but you feel the mug hit you as you're coming up to the door, and it drops to the ground. Tink 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 tink. You all are heading out, and Leo, you see the gesture that Evander just pointed at you.
I'm gonna pick it up and throw it back.
Throw it out. So as Vandor is pointing at the gentleman gesturing at him, Leo, you're about to what are you doing, Leo? Oh my God.
I look at Evander and then I follow his gaze.
You feel this thump, and the cup just hits you in the back shoulder.
I look down at the mug on my shoulder. Oh, fucking old man. You know, dude down the road, down yonder.
I spotted him earlier out at the farms, and then he made a pretty quick exit when we kind of started moving towards him. So I wasn't sure if you recognized him or not, but might be someone worth keeping an eye on.
Is he smoking?
He's been smoking for a couple minutes now.
Let me go ask the question. Is that okay?
I suppose so. As he does start to go, I am gonna touch him, and for the next minute or so, he's gonna have guidance, so he can add a D4 to any skill checks he makes.
Okay, is that a cantrip? I'm just learning it myself.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Damn, that's pretty awesome. Cool. All right, and do you want to explain what guidance is to everyone so they?
Yeah, so guidance is a cantrip. I can touch a willing person, and before the spell, once before it ends, they can add a D4 to, and add that number to any ability check they make. And you make the die. You can do the, you roll the dice before the, before or after making the ability check. So if you roll good, you don't have to waste it. If you roll bad, you can try and bump it up some. Only lasts for a minute though.
As I walk to the gentleman, I'm going to pull out my herb bag and my little piece of paper, and I'm going to pull out these little buds of dingleweed and break it down with the paper, openly displaying what I'm doing, trying to be real obvious about it. And I'm going to walk up to him, breaking it down, licking the paper, and then I'm going to check my coat and pat myself down. Oh, fuck, man. Excuse me, man, excuse me. Do you got a light, man?
Yeah. Here you go.
Oh, man, greatly appreciate you, man. Greatly appreciate you. Leo's
He steps away a little bit, just giving distance.
Leo's gonna not too briskly reach his hand out, but he's gonna slowly reach his hand out, really eyeing him down, trying to understand what the temperament of or the mannerism of this person. He's gonna light his cigar and slowly reach his hand back to pass the lighter, trying to see if he recognized this person before.
As you look at him, he's wearing darker cloaks, but go ahead and roll a perception while I'm describing him. He's looks scared or fearful in the sense of very confused.
Plus perception, so I rolled another
D4.
D4, yeah. If you want, yeah, you can. Oh, okay. That helps a little, yeah. So you see, as you look at him, he's got kind of not the best clothes. He looks very dirty, like he's been on the road without any showers. He looks like he doesn't belong in these type of clothing. Like it doesn't fit his. He's got a clean. You notice he's a human. He's very clean, shaved and like trimmed. But you think, why does someone like him? Why is he wearing something like this? And you also then notice a partial glimpse of something like bright in his side pocket. Kind of like you only see part of it though. It looks kind of goldish in a sense.
Where's our pickpocket when we need him?
We got two pickpockets.
What am I stealing?
You three see Leo standing over there, starting to smoke, and you see him kind of like just standing, looking like they're not conversating, but just smoking together. And you see Leo kind of like eyeing him. It is raining out, and it's very dark, so it's hard to see it. But you would notice that Leo is trying to show some type of effort to communicate with this gentleman.
I'm gonna look at him, not too intensely in his eyes that I'm trying to intimidate him, but like for being around him is not once I realize that he's human, being around him kind of makes me a little tense, but I do realize that it's something going on with him that I might want to pry into. So I'm gonna take a hit from my cigar.
As he's watching you start to light up, who's your friend over there? He points over to Evander.
Me, sir, I have no friends. That's just a kind gentleman that did a good thing today, and I decided to want. Me decided to reward him for his good gestures.
Good thing?
Yeah, I would say it's a good thing, man, because
Good person.
you know, to me, man, there's real evil people, and then there's good people who ignore evil deeds. That's a good man, because he seen an evil deed, and he did something about it.
He flicks his smoke, whatever he was smoking, out on the ground, and starts walking towards you, Evander.
I'm gonna take a hit from my cigar and turn back around.
Facing them? Question?
Say that again.
Are you when you say turn around, are you facing them? The group.
I'm gonna just look at where he's heading. Yeah, the group.
Gotcha. Okay. You see him starting to head directly, and you can tell he's heading directly toward Evander.
I'm just gonna kind of wait and see what happens when he gets over here.
Davry and Tredry, you guys are standing by Evander, seeing this gentleman head straight toward you guys. Noticing the rain getting
kinda-
harder.
I'm kind of just watching, kind of in the shadows. Hoping he kind of doesn't like see me, seeing like what's going on from a distance. It's like kind of like if I need to hit a sneak attack type deal.
Gotcha. So you kind of like slither back into some type of shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tradry
All
doesn't
right.
really move. Tradry just stays kind of close to Evander.
Okay. Do you have your butterfly anywhere nearby? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, the butterfly, I mean, it's just with me now. I thought about sending it up, but yeah, I mean the butterfly's probably just flying around nearby. But I'm not necessarily, using its senses or anything.
Okay.
I mean, unless
as
you need me
guys-
to be.
As you start watching, noticing that this gentleman's coming towards you, lights start turning back on behind you. You see light starting to shine. Davry, go ahead and roll if you're trying to hide. Go ahead and roll for stealth, just because the shadows are starting to lessen with the lights turning back on from within. Your silhouette is kind of showing. All right. With that, the gentleman continues walking up to you and gets right up into your face. Not like right up in your face, like angry, aggressive, but like right up to you, but close enough to get out of the rain in a sense, because you guys are under the doorway overhang part.
Someone be like, "Oh, neighbor, how you doing? It's all hot. It's not, you know, all this weather, and it kind of like sucks a little bit, but, you know, what can you do about it? Ain't nothing you can do about it. It kind of sucks."
He completely ignores everything you're doing and saying. With,
all right,
you feel a sense of like you and Tradry actually feel a sense of like you're being ignored, and the sole focus is now solely on Evandor.
Do
As
I,
a person,
when he starts to speak, or when he moves close, or is there anything that I recognize about him?
I roll a history check for me.
That's okay? Let's see. I rolled an 18 and then plus 3.
You would notice some type of how do I say this? You wouldn't know who it is, but you would notice the way that he presents himself, that you've felt
There's like some kind of familiarity.
There's some type of familiarity and connection between him and you at some point, or not just him, or maybe someone like him, like in your past. But I wouldn't say you would know him.
Is this a good like?
You don't fear it.
Okay.
You're not a. It's not a something that you wouldn't. With everything that's been going on today for you, it wouldn't affect your perception of what's going on at the moment.
Okay.
He looks up at Evandor. And he points to your sun emblem. And as he points to it, he looks up at your eyes.
I don't know if you cut out or...
No, I just stopped. I was waiting to see if you wanted to say anything or do anything. I don't want to rush you if you want to think. But if you don't, after he points and looks at you for a second in silence, he then pulls out an identical symbol as yours. And we're going to end there tonight.
Okay.
That was a good ending. That was a good ending. That's crazy, because I was just sitting there thinking, damn, I just told homeboy that it's likely that his buddy got bodied. That's fucked up, dog. I had been thinking about that shit the whole time, and then, like, wait, hold on. Pull it out, don't pull it out on him.
Like when you described it over there, I was like, you know, you see like the small flash of gold in his pocket. I was like, huh? Interesting.
I was thinking, I was like, shit. I'm hoping that it's not your boy. I'm like, shit, and it's fucked up that I had said something about it. Damn.
Well, yeah, you never know what could have happened.
It's a rough world out there.
This was a good first day.
You guys were freaking amazing. Holy shit.
I was trying hard to start that brawl.
Yeah. Well, you got into a bar that had a lot of gay guys that don't fight, and the fight that would have gone out.
Oh, they
would have
fight.
been hilarious. No, it would have been a funny fight, but yeah,
They're willing to wrestle.
Yeah, we'll get there. I'm sure you guys will be back there. Rogar wants to see Evandor again.
Evander does not swing that way, unfortunately.
No worries.
Yo, this has been hilarious, show. So, are we gonna do this every Sunday or every? How are we doing this?
I would like to do it every Sunday because I feel like, so I play with a group every other Saturday, and it's so long in between that you forget what's going on, and it just. But if what I'd like to do is take and do every Sunday, but if we need to, we can be like, hey, the last Sunday of the month or the beginning of Sunday or this Sunday we're gonna skip. So we'll do like 3 in a row and skip one type thing.
I know July 3rd I will be out of town.
That's a good weekend to take a break then.
Yeah, because that's also 4th of July weekend. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do know it's all the way in September, but the very first week of September, I am not here. I'm in Atlanta.
The 4th of September?
It's like the last day of August into the first like entire week of September.
Okay, so
Yep.
the 31st of.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play.
Gotcha. Okay.
Going to
Yeah,
going to
just keep us posted. I'll probably set up in the chat here a calendar type and set it up to where we can set up certain dates, and then if someone needs to take a certain day off, if we have to, we'll take a break. If we can skip it, I don't mind trying to skip with one person, but I don't want to do it all the time. If it happens where we can all just take a break, then we will. Like the 3rd sounds like a good time to take a break for all of us. So that means we'll play 1, 2, 3 more weeks in a row, and then we'll take a weekend off, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then so on and so forth. Unless it changes for you guys, I honestly, what time is it there now? 11? Is this a good time to end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone? Okay.
11's a good time for me.
Yeah.
It just so
Timing for
happened. So yeah, Evander, I'm gonna need to talk to you about some stuff though. I need some information that we can go over, and I'll just email you, DM you, not email. Wow, I'm not that old, I promise.
I email people all the time for work, so I'm
Wow.
used to it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, but you're not emailing your homeboy down the street.
He'll
You know, I have before.
Oh shit, you too old.
It was honestly because I just wanted to mess with him. and just
Don't worry,
completely
he'll
threw
send
him
you
off.
he'll send you a fax.
I do have a fax.
Shit.
Rogor is gonna send you a couple Snapchats.
He's gonna send me a doodle of his.
Wait, did you say you really do have a fax machine?
Yes.
We have fax
Why?
machines.
Why?
Because I still live at home, and my mother deals a lot with doctors' offices who still like to fax people.
Oh yeah, they like to send things over on a dinosaur.
Yeah. So there's a fax machine in my house.
Couple things real quick before everyone goes.
I didn't
First
do it.
off, what is everyone's Twitch names? Can you guys all put a link in the campaign chat real quick so I know Ninja, I have yours, but I want to follow all your others, and also so I can go back and watch the VODs so I can
Yeah.
remember voices, because I'm not, just so you know, that's my struggle, is I won't remember voices for certain people.
Aaron, I also
I think
streamed.
my VOD is gonna be terrible.
You stream too? Cool.
Aaron, I
I
also
did not
streamed
stream.
to. I streamed to YouTube as well, so it'll be saved there.
Sweet.
I'll just pop in and out of chats. I'm not a big streamer person.
No worries, that's not a problem. Also, the other thing is, if you guys have suggestions after things start developing like today was really, in my opinion, this was a lot more fun than me even playing last night, because last night, it's just a big difference, and you guys are a good group to play with. But if you have suggestions that you would like to see come through your character, or like items you would like to see, I'm all up for suggestions.
I can have a Rod of Lordly Might for free.
You'll have to DM me because I will forget. But I
just
will
want-
be for free.
You can just go ahead and say, yeah, I just have it in my inventory.
Oh yeah, and a bag of holding. That again.
Yes, I want a bag of holding. That is exactly what I want. How did you know?
I can,
I
hey,
just-
if I ever have to move to the artificer, that's something he can provide.
I just
Right.
want a portable hole.
Portable hole.
I love portable holes.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Lance, you're gonna need to figure out a name for your butterfly, so I can, instead of say your butterfly, I can
Reginald.
Reginald.
Original.
Yeah,
Original.
Reginald the butterfly.
Yeah, I had to
Uh,
pull up the information on that guy real quick too. I totally forgot about all that. I don't know why your stream's not coming up for
I
me.
thought we were gonna use the firefly, but I guess the butterfly works.
It's whatever you want. You can change. You can
Yeah.
do the ritual and change it whenever you want. So
yeah,
it's not
that's
like the butterfly does not have to be your
I
main.
got the beer.
The butterfly worked. The butterfly's good.
Yeah. So, and I'm also up for criticism or suggestions on how to do things better. I hope that me trying to, you guys did amazing with conversating with yourselves. The only thing is, you guys, that I would suggest is also, you don't have to all the time mention I'm gonna walk up and talk to so and so or this and that. You guys can actually just say, well, no, hold on, let me rephrase that. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. You guys did great. There was something that I was gonna say, but I can't. What I was about to say was wrong.
I can be forgetful, so just keep that in mind.
Forgetful. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, with what I do for a living, like so much shit runs through my mind 24/7. So it's,
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind. I reminded Leo about the necklace on him.
Yeah, I
that
completely
kind of
forgot
stuff.
about the naked.
Honestly, I forgot about it too until we started describing each other. And I, was
yeah,
like, I mean, I even forgot to tell you guys to describe yourselves.
We just went right into battle.
Yeah.
We rolled right into a fight, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out. I was struggling. That was the worst part about this whole thing, was figuring out how you guys were going to like run into each other. And so I finally was like, you know what? Fuck it. Who starts a D&D session in a fight like at the very beginning? And so
Us.
whatever, let's do it. Yeah. So
Fuck it, right into it. And I mean, that didn't break the nervousness though. I ain't gonna lie, that really did break that tension.
that's good.
Hey, now I know when we go into the next fight or when we do anything, I know what to do. I don't have to ask. That was a good start.
Yeah, you guys picked it up really fast and really well. So I'm totally impressed and think this is going to be a good session and campaign.
Yeah, I think with us getting used to each other, that'll help as well. Because I was super shy in the beginning.
Yeah, and it fits your character some, but
But
it'll be fun
I
to
was
see
really
you
shy
develop
too.
through. Yeah, well, it'll be fun to see your character develop through that and grow out of that, you know? Because even though that's something that you're doing, it's something that will kind of like develop as your character too, and
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Yeah, shit. You done grabbed Leo arm and dragged me up out of that shit.
During the
Honestly,
battle,
if you wouldn't have did that, I probably would have just started robbing everybody in touch. Like,
I was waiting for that to happen. I was like, man, two rogues going and stealing a bunch of shit. Oh man, this is gonna be insane. I gotta have a bunch of items all prepped for you guys to steal. I don't even know what you got yet.
If I knew you better, I probably would have gone ahead and done that. Let you just left you in there.
I like all the rogues we have, and yet we have one religious person who's like, yeah, these guys.
It's not so much like, harping on religion as much as it's just Solaire from Dark Souls. Like, what are you doing, guys? That's not cooperation.
Yeah, well, we can make money by saving people, not stealing from people. Since you guys didn't take any damage at all from that fight, did you?
no,
So I did it was the first battles that I've done for a while, and so I was doing the D&D Beyond encounter thing, the tool beta that they have, and I clicked on 4 characters at level 1 and added a null, and I'm like, okay, hard. So I did a gash the null, and it said deadly. I'm like, ah, shit. Well, I don't want just one person fighting these guys. So then I was like, okay, well, what if I add some farmers in? And then I did 6 at level 1, and then I did 4, and it said deadly. I'm like, okay, well, if anything, I can always just kill these guys off a little faster or lower their HP without telling anyone. But you guys just freaking dominated and kill them all without even getting. I almost sent in 3 more to fight you guys, but I was like,
That
nah,
would
I
have
don't wanna-
honestly tracked for Knowles and their. And I was gonna get to. I kind of like everything shifted away from it, but I was like, I was gonna tell Leo is like, don't feel bad about killing Knowles. They're demons.
Yeah, they travel in packs, so
Oh,
Me-
save that, because I wasn't able to really get it. I actually had someone over here watching over my shoulder because he wanted to. He did D&D when he was a TV, so he was there. It was a moment where I was smoking the dingleweed. The reason why I even put, you did notice that Leo's hand consistently was
Trembling.
shaking. Yeah, trembling that whole time.
well, Tradry would probably feel it too,
Yeah,
as you're walking out the door.
yeah. If I was holding
Yeah,
his
I'm
arm,
still trying to play it off. I'm trying to be.
You guys kind of like meshed well. Like Leo going over there to talk to the person for you. That doesn't happen in the campaign I'm playing in, and I wish more of that kind of chemistry was there. You guys naturally had it and worked together. Like even Tragedy. I'm really happy with you guys. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Her
I
name-
figured
her name's
if-
just like
if he
saying.
would've told
Oh, sorry.
my bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Lance.
I was just gonna say her name's. It's just like saying Chadry, but just Tradry.
Trad.
Versus the
Yeah.
Trad Wizard versus the Virgin Rogue.
But sorry, what were you saying, Cutthroat?
Oh, high moment. Short-term memory loss is a motherfucker.
Or would you rather keep it at D&D Beyond?
For me, roll 20 is easier. I understand roll 20 a lot more.
Yeah.
Once I was able to find the sheet again, because I couldn't find the sheet, and then I remembered, oh, I gotta click my fucking name, and it's in D&D Beyond, because I actually
Yeah.
like the way the dices look pretty dope in D&D Beyond. I'm not gonna. I gotta set it up.
Cool.
But the way it looks and the way the dice roll in D&D Beyond, it just
Stop on roll 20?
yeah, they just stop. They roll, bounce, and just stop.
Yeah,
That was a nice roll. That was a nice roll.
I'm gonna do one on D&D
Y'all was rolling.
this week for me then. If you guys could transfer all your D&D Beyond character sheets,
Way, I just gotta remember.
and if you, I would like photos before you, and several different photos, not just the butterfly, of other ones you would want to transform them into. That way I can make tokens and have them.
Do you want me to go talk to him? Because the vendor felt like maybe I knew him. Scenario. So it was like a easy.
Easy in for him. Well, let him try, because he ran away from me.
oh,
Yeah,
Holy cow, that's a lot of dice.
yeah. And then it was perfect. I was like, is he smoking? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over there.
so the mystery item I get, I'm assuming I'll get that next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm glad you didn't want to look at it. It will hopefully be prepared for you to pickpocketed mystery item from, what was it, the dwarf? You got it from the dwarf?
I think so.
Or was it the guy next to him, his buddy that came over?
So the first one was the guy that failed, but he was the guy I ended up behind. Yeah,
Really, with anything.
yeah.
Sitting down. I just loved watching, like in my mind, I'm watching the little halfling.
There will be more, like plenty more.
It'll be
Like
awesome.
I told you what the inspiration was for my character, so I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is good.
Well,
This is good.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna wind up my chat, and then I'm gonna go try to find some food. I mean, wind up my stream.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have a good night. Be safe.
That was fun,
Have
though.
a
Thanks for
good one,
playing.
dude.
Cool. See you
I'm
guys later.
glad. My Lance.
Later, my dude.
Okay. That was fun. That was awesome. We'll do some more next Sunday. And then during the week, we will do some more development and some 5M, some GTA roleplay. Yeah. Okay, bye everyone.